Hello everyone! Good afternoon. I feel like I haven't done an afternoon stream in a while. Did I do one last week? I don't think I did. But hello everyone. Now, you may notice I'm talking a bit quieter than usual. Unfortunately, I think the title has to be true today because my mom is still home. My mother is in the room beside me, so I must act very normal. She can't see my screen. She doesn't know I do VTubing either. So like, the walls are paper thin. This is very awkward for me. But I'm gonna simp for Tragodia, even if I'm whispering. Thank you so much, Annie. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad. So yes, we're... if only I could take off this veil so I could have some plausible deniability. Anyways, so if I start whispering all of a sudden or talking really quietly, just know that I'm probably just trying not to get doxxed. Anyways, today we're gonna be continuing reading the story, and I thought the story, I'll be honest, I thought the story would be like 6 hours max. But my friend Yuko said it took her like 5 other hours to finish the story, so I'm kind of cooked. Because I think I only have like 3 hours to stream today. Especially with my mom in the other room. So, we're gonna just lock in. The honeymoon is great, guys. It's been fantastic, you know. After the little hiccup, here, let me just switch to the game. Anyways, after so after yesterday's kerfuffle, we made up. It's okay. Everything's good. Everything's great. Oh my gosh, a little Lucien. That is so funny you talk about that, NSS. You know, my 3D model parent, Meet Me, was talking about a pregana not toggle, and I was like, no, don't do that. I may be far gone, but not that far gone. That would be cute though. But would it be a feline or a sancta? Anyways, no, Kazuki, don't manifest that. Okay, we gotta start. Sure, you know what? I think my team is great. I think my team's perfect. Let's add... But let's add the cat. I know I have a Male Knights niche, but like... Why not? Who should I replace for the cat? Let's do this. By the way, you can hear the volume, right? Little Lucian's... Oh, you're right. Are we feline with Halo? It would be feline. You're right. I'm like... So how does... Okay, who here is a lore reader and knows how genetics work in Arknights? Are there like dominant traits here? I swear someone read this already. Let's bring the cat. Looking good? Perfect. You are? Okay, Neo. So feline. So it's like feline dominant? Cute cat headphones. That'd be so cute. Okay. I'm gonna read, but tell me the lore. Hello, Chappa. Okay. Old Dalton's death and Shelley freezing in the cold storage were no accidents. Now Michael and Marianne are dead too, in such a horrible way. Who's behind all this? Why all the murders in the first place? And why are they so gruesome? I have a feeling that Michael saw this coming. He looked a lot more serious than usual when we met the night before the murder. He must have figured out the real reason Dalton died, panicked, and decided to get out of here. But by the way, don't spoil the story, okay? I'm actually reading for once, okay, guys? Reward me for actually being an Ian player who reads, please. Now we'll never know what he was hiding. Maybe this all has to do with that accident 5 years ago. But what's really worrying me is that the killer's not even trying to make them look like accident anymore. What if they're trying to tell us that until the entire truth is brought to life, or light, nobody is safe. ... Oh my gosh, sorry, Molly. Did my babbling scare you? Don't worry. It doesn't matter if there really is, like, a crazy killer running out there. I'll protect you no matter how many of them there are. Oh, that's not it, Detective Tippy. I was just thinking about what I can do on my end. Huh. Michael's dead now, but that doesn't mean what he wanted me to do doesn't matter anymore. The killer might be planning on using the escape land boats Miss Stone mentioned for their next move. So if we can figure out another way out, or put together something that'll get us to the ground, or even just find an exhaust vent. You know, I think, like, statistically speaking, exhaust vents, you can't actually escape through them. A lot of them are just too small or just too dangerous. Isn't that true? We might be able to get away from this maniac hiding the shadows and save ourselves during the climax. Molly. Tippy, you were the first person to really open up to me after I joined the crew. Even though I kept messing up and getting you into trouble, you were always there to stand up for me. When Marianne would forget my name, you were always ready to give her a proper reminder. Moira, you seem very sweet, but also I have right now you're number one suspect in my eyes. Think about it. A girl who gets like pushed over, can't find her place, maybe she wants revenge, I don't know. But I was just saying, if Laura was her sister, that would be a really cool plot twist. I don't think she is, but you know. You're looking after me, comforting me, protecting me. So this time, I want to protect you too. The Liberia gives a gentle hug to her most precious friend in the whole crew. Once it's all over, we're totally gonna have a movie marathon at your place. 24 hours of non-stop screams, paired with our favorite drinks and fried fin balls. Fin balls? What's that? I want to see the house you grew. I want to see what the house you grew up in looks like, and meet that sister you're always bragging about. I'm saying, guys, what if it's Laura? What if it's Laura? Sure. Thank you, Lynn. It's her. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt your little sorority huddle. Oh, wow, Miss Rutherford? What brings you to the prop room? Where's your assistant? Fins are the fish of the Arknights world, yeah? Oh, they are? That's what they're called? Huh, I'm learning something new every day. Didn't you receive Greta's notice on your terminals? She's already sent out compensation to everyone and officially disbanded the crew. Whether you're scared of the killer, worried about the catastrophe, or want to stay and finish the shoot, we're all free to go do as we please. So naturally, it only took a blink of an eye for that spineless assistant of mine to run off God knows where. Do as we please? Oh, fins are the normal fish. Oh, interesting. Okay, don't tell me, Miss Stone. No, none of the crew even care about the real reason all these murders are happening? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, and I don't see why you should either. Surely, the most reasonable thing to do is escape and leave that to the police. Or as Greta said, you can leave the truth to whoever feels like playing detective. Oh dear. So why'd you come looking for us, ma'am? I'm only here for you, Tippy, the background painter. Me? I admire Greta's gumption in wanting to film a catastrophe, and this is a fine opportunity for me as well. But films cannot rely solely on natural phenomena. I know you're more passionate about cinema than most, and you must have heard how important this project is to me. So I implore you, from the bottom of my heart, to put your talent in ambience building and color matching to work, and paint the perfect backdrop for my grand finale. Wow. I mean, I totally love to, but... Outfit change. Go help her out, Tippy. Hey, Molly, what's with the raincoat? Are you really going exploring? So I'm saying, I think Moira is the killer. Because, like, she's innocent. She's had a lot of screen time. At first, I thought she was innocent, but, like, this raincoat. Do you know what is very aesthetically beautiful? Blood and a white or clear raincoat. I'm just saying, it's very aesthetically pleasing. I think it would make a really good visual. But in terms of like motivation, she's like the underdog, you know? She's like, hasn't found a place. Tippy's alive, you know? She's friends with Tippy. I don't know. That's my theory so far. Wait, quick question. I totally forgot. Was Moira wasn't there 5 years ago, right? I think so. Okay, anyways, don't actually like spoil it for me. But like, that's what I think. Don't worry, I've been part of the prop team for ages now, and I know my way around the plate. I'll be fine. Remember what we were just talking about? This is something I need to do, but I wouldn't be surprised if Laura, like, she's lying about her sister and her sister Laura, who's dead. All right then. Once I'm done helping out with the backdrops, I'll come find you. Promise. Ah, they're so cute together. Ma bae. You may enter, Madame Stone. But yeah, if she's new, then my theory right now is that she is the sister of Laura, even though she's saying she has a sister. Maybe she has multiple sisters, or she's lying through her teeth about the sister, you know? You knew it was me before I even opened the door? Yes, I have been waiting for you. Your little investigation the other day forced me to reveal my plan of filming a real catastrophe to the whole crew. The timing couldn't have been worse. Abner and the rest of the crew were already happy with me, so I had to make some last-minute decisions. Big decisions. If I wanted to, I could sue you for damages incurred by your act of industrial sabotage, Lucien. But I'm not going to punish my cast just to vent or assert my authority, especially when such actions would only complicate the situation. And then, more murders. The killer even stopped hiding their savagery, and everyone's losing their minds, except you. You're the same as ever, cool as a cucumber, watching the crowd from a distance. I suppose I can thank this crisis for making clear that you have no other reasons to be here. But none of that's important right now. The crew's been disbanded. You can leave, or stay until the date specified in the contract. It's up to you. Your part in this is done anyway. Hardly. The moment you came to find me, you proved that my part in this is not done yet. I can't magic up another Lady DuPont or bring the 3 Rockefeller brothers back to life. We're running out of both time and manpower, so I need to figure out the best use of our limited resources just to have a one-man show. Just one-man show. Lucien, I'd like you to be the lead for the rest of the film. So the messenger just kills everyone and takes over, huh? Is that going to be the new ending? In the middle of the night, the clackety-clack of typing echoes through the office. A despondent Perro curls up in front of his typewriter. He glances at his latest manuscript and stubs a cigarette out on it. Ending, ending, ending. Lady DuPont needs to die in the ending. After she elopes with the second Rockefeller, they vanish from high society and live a poetic life out in the countryside. But Rockefeller's life of affluence has left too much of a mark on him. He eventually shames Lady DuPont for her empty family name and leaves her. Scumbag. In despair, she slits her own throat. Oh, scumbag. Too realistic. And do they really have to be punished after leaving their extravagant lives behind? This takes place back when Colombia held wealth as its highest virtue. I'm just trying to recreate it and let the audience judge for themselves. The little cigarette butt or burn grows, spreads, and swallows the whole paper up. Stephen takes a deep breath and blows away the ashes. In the end, Lady DuPont chooses none of the Rockefellers. She had only wanted to escape her false destiny through marriage, and underestimated just how toxic love can be. The brothers, unbeknownst to each other, each plot their own revenge, and Lady DuPont is killed by 3 different schemes at the same time. Oh dear, that's that's wild. No, too lowbrow. Getting stuck in a quagmire of love, even after not choosing anyone, makes it sound like it's fate at work, but it's really just slapping in a trope to patch up the gaps. The final shot of her body being pulverized into nothing would definitely be shocking, but the setup's just too crude. The DuPont's family's false claims of being descended from Victorian nobility are finally exposed to the public. No matter how deep the Rockefeller brothers' love for her is, they cannot shield her from punishment. The only time in her life that Lady DuPont is treated as true nobility is when the real DuPont family demands the death penalty for her. Ooh la la, oh no. It's too neat. All tied up with a bow to show off how deep and meaningful it is, but it lacks any of the madness or romance a film called The Death of Lady DuPont should have. Out of draft paper. Let me fetch some more from the filing cabinet. Are you gonna die next? I hope not. Whoa! Stephen slips on a wad of paper he threw to the ground earlier, falling flat on his back. Hi, Jintago. Yes, we were reading. Only now does he notice that the entire office is filled with discarded drafts. There's nowhere left for him to stand. Ooh. He lies down and amidst his aborted ideas, covering his face with his hands as he yells in frustration. Get a freaking grip, Stephen Quay. You've been messing with the ending for 2 whole months now, and you don't even have a crappy half-baked scene to show for it. This is your baby. You wrote every damn line of the story. Don't tell me you don't even know what you want to write. If you need to suffer to make a classic, then this must be a gosh darn masterpiece, right? You got the time pressure of the shooting, the shock of hearing about filming a catastrophe, the fear of some maniac going around killing the crew. You got it all, man. What more could you want? God of inspiration. That was just some stupid excuse to get Greta off your back. Your god ain't coming. You've lost his falcon contact details. Oof. Who's there? Well, honestly, I don't care who you are, as long as you can help me figure out this ending. Oh, it's gonna be the killer? Or Lucien? Hopefully Lucien. No, it's the killer, isn't it? Hi, Aki. Oh, wait, I'm gonna scroll up the chat right now, so... Okay. So here I am. So what I hear right now is that the highest likelihood of like me and Tragodia's kid, in theory, would be a feline. Is that what I'm hearing? Because I think that would be, you know, I think that's cute. Cats are adorable. Anyways, oh, I gotta shine the spotlight on. Oh my gosh! Wait. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't want you there. Okay, I'm gonna put you here so you can fight it out, duke it out. Yeah. I just hope no one is running here. Oh no, I can put someone there. Okay, let me put you here. Good, good, good. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Oh my gosh. I got this, I got this. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, wait. Go film your own movie. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Go, stop. Bro. It's okay, he's still cooked. Oh my gosh. I'm cooked. Let me figure this out slowly. Ooh, this is not looking so good, guys. Why are these so tanky? Okay, I can do this to face that way, or I can do this to face... Okay, I'm gonna put you this way, and we're just gonna have someone kill these. Maybe I'll put Miss Christine here. We got the cat, and the cat can help out. Same with Thorns, who's facing a really awkward position right now. I just want to read this so... Wait, oh my gosh. I should have them face... Hold up. Okay, we're gonna use this, and then... Face down. Yes. Okay, and then, dude, break this. Come on, break it. You got this, clone. Beautiful. And then, oh my gosh, there's another one here. Okay. Beautiful. I think we got this. This is very nice. We don't need anyone to block here yet, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it be. I think we got this. Yes, it is looking gorgeous. Miss Christie's part of the men's squad now. She is. She is absolutely part of the men's squad for this event because she deserves it. I need the cat. So today's niche is male knights plus cat. A forced part of the niche, yes. Oh wait, let's put the cat here. There we go. Yay, I love cats. I really want to pet a cat. I saw a cat in the garden and I really want to like pet it, but I didn't want to scare it away. It was a black cat too. Okay. I've come up with a few initial concepts for Lady Dupont's finale. You're an expert background painter and quite versatile too. I need you to help me put together the best possible scene. Here, these are a few materials I cobbled up together. Have a look. Wow, how do you get all these art references and reference shots? tint, ambience, design philosophy. You even labeled the details of the building and how lighting would reflect off different materials. See, Melanie is very arrogant, but I think she's a good person deep inside. I like her as a character. How long have you been doing research for this scene, ma'am? A few years at this point. Time is about the only thing I have these days. It takes a lot more than reading the words off a script to make an excellent film. Director Quay is not even done fixing up the script yet, and you've already come up with so many ideas for the ending. That lad's certainly taking his sweet time with it, yes. I believe that both as the leading lady of the death of DuPont and its investor, I have an obligation to take responsibility for him. As I said before, the revival of my career in Rankwood will begin once Lady DuPont gets a good, proper death. Lupicarn Holiday, The Portrait of Erin Daz, The Bridges of County March. These mood reference shots are all taken from films starring Marianne Blake, aren't they? Do you like her work? She retired long before you were born. I mean, my dad really loves her films. Besides, the classics are classics for a reason, right? Both her acting chops and taste in projects were impeccable. Man, were they like, I don't know, was that her mom or something? Because like she seems obsessed with this lady. It's kind of surprising to hear you say that. I could have sworn you hated her. Everyone's been comparing you guys for years. Indeed. All those years. Are they like sis? I'm thinking the relatives somehow. Maybe mom? If the actress kicked the bucket already? Or maybe sisters? I don't know. Or maybe forbidden lovers. Whoa. Whoa, that's gorgeous. Who? Whoa. Congratulations on winning your 8th Best Actress Award, Miss Blake. Holy, she's gorgeous. That outfit's amazing too. Where can I get an outfit like that? Ever since you started your career, you've been at least nominated for an award practically every year. The industry sees you as an insurmountable mountain for a fresh new talent to try and climb. Are there any particular up-and-comers you think we should keep an eye on? I appreciate the flattery, but I'm hardly an insurmountable mountain. I'm still climbing my way up myself. Oh, let's see. She's the retired director of HR at Ryan's Labs. Oh, Lone Trail! No wonder why she looks familiar. I didn't know she was an actress. What? That's so cool. Whoa. There are plenty of new faces streaming into Rankwood, brimming with talent, and it's hard for me to pick up any scientific name. Or specific. It's not scientific. Oopsies, I'm getting them mixed up. Holy. How about Melanie Rutherford? Whoa. She's she's a director of Ryan's Lab and one of the most renowned, actresses? Holy. This is amazing. Whoa, she's so talented. I tip my hat to you, Miss Blake. Today I received the award for Best Supporting Actress 2 years slower than it took you. I've seen all your films. As a reporter friend here said, you really are a natural-born performer. The tallest peak in Rankwood. But only for now. Give me some time, and I will overcome you. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, she joined Ryan Lab after retiring as an actress? Wait, hold up. Timeline question. So is she actress first, then she became director of Ryan Lab, or did she retire as a director and then became an actress after retiring? Just question. Just so I know. I don't want to spread misinformation here. Wow, Melanie and Marianne are really duking it out this scene. Time to get out the popcorn. They've been rivals for a while now, haven't they? It's like they're always racing to get the most awards. So why'd they agree to be in the same project? Oh, she joined Ryan Labs after? Oh. How in the world does being an actress give you the credentials to be a Ryan's Lab director? Shh! Did you forget everything they taught you when you joined the crew? You rude little crap. Go apologize to Miss Rutherford now. I'm really sorry. Let's not be too harsh on the fresh meat, Melanie. Our films are built upon rules. You've been in the industry longer than I have, Miss Blake. You must have experienced why they're so important firsthand. Courtesy just towards the leading lady is something we've had to fight for, role by role, film by film. It's what allowed me, a young girl from the middle of nowhere, to stand in front of you today. And without rules, there will be no standards. How else would we know which of us is the greatest film actress of all time? Which reminds me, I still haven't congratulated you for that Best Actress award you got at Lithuanian's Spire Film Festival a few years ago. Or a few days, not years. Oh my gosh. Days. That was just a small award ceremony. Meanwhile, your latest film swept every single major award in the Rankwood again. Oh dear, I'm seeing but this seems like a friendly rivalry. It doesn't seem like Melanie hates her, you know? It's just like, she's just chasing after a star she looks up to, you know? Bye, Anastasia. I still haven't truly overcome you, Miss Blake. You're right. Famous. What if they just... Yeah, Marianne was just there for, like, PR? To advertise Ryan Lab stuff? Mainland agent too. Oh my gosh. Who is this woman? Why does she have so many talents? Actress to Mainlander agent? Close to Kristen and her parents? Adopted her after the rights died. Oh my gosh. Like, I knew she looked familiar, but... Holy. That's horrifying. That's horrifying how talented she is. I am sorry, Melanie. You are never catching up to this woman. Ever. I would like to thank everyone for coming to this press conference regarding the eternally shining star. We appreciate your care and concern during this difficult time. The rumors are true. Our film crew really did run into a catastrophe during our shoot. I was injured and am still recovering now. Thankfully, we didn't return empty-handed. We managed to hold on to some of our precious, precious footage. But I believe this is heaven's working in mysterious ways. It's trying to tell me that it's time for me to bid farewell to the silver screen. As both the lead actress of the eternally shining star and Sylvester, I'm hereby announcing that neither the film nor my performance will be submitted for nomination for any rewards. Oh, wait, star? Space! It will remain as one last gift from Marianne Blake to her cinephile friends and nothing more. I won't be leaving Rankwood immediately, of course, just moving into more of a behind-the-scenes role for now. But I doubt I'll be content with that for long. I'm always eager to seek new opportunities, to start a new chapter of my life as Jara Booker Wilson. Or is it Yara? I think it's Yara, like jalapeno? Hara? Or is it Jara? What do you guys think? I'm gonna go Jara. Jara Booker Wilson. ... Oh, you're here too, Miss Rutherford. Could I request a quick interview? Your latest film will be releasing soon, and most were predicting that only you and Miss Blake would be running for this year's Best Actress at the Rankwood Awards. So how do you feel about the announcement of her sudden retirement and the withdrawal of her new movie from the nominations? Oh my gosh, this would suck, actually. Like, you want to beat your, like, rival, your frenemy, fair and square. This would suck. This would absolutely suck. Does this mean I won? But it probably doesn't feel good, right? Ooh. I don't know. This wouldn't feel good. Okay. After Yara or Miss Blake retired from acting, you got all those roles as brand spokeswoman and lead actress, and even got invited to be in the judging panels for the big film events. But not long after, you suddenly left it all behind the scenes. Some personal reasons, and when you came back last time, nothing was the same anymore. Her retirement gave me quite the shock, but I still believed I had won fairly through my own talent. Aww. I believed that I, too, could become an insurmountable mountain and a legend of the silver screen, one that outshined even her. But in the end, Rankwood's Best Actress Melanie Rutherford let it all go to her head, swayed by the endless praise of the critics, the flattery of the sponsors, and the applause of the audience. See, guys, this is how you do a redemption arc, man. See, I'm feeling for her now. I understand her motivation. I get it. Unlike Shelley. I did not feel bad for Shelley at all. She can stay dead. Oopsies. Sorry, what did I say? Anyways, I didn't say anything, guys. But you see, Melanie's a good one. Melanie's a good bean, I agree. Wealth and fame, alcohol and scandal. I lived an indecent life those few years. Yeah, tell me about it. Those tabloids have, like, zero respect for your privacy. But once I met you in person, I could tell. Maybe you'd made a few mistakes here and there, but your love for the acting is the real deal. Yes, I could see that too. I could see she loves it. No need to console me, little Liberry. No one's more acutely aware of my failings than I am. Marianne could switch from a hardened soldier to a poor servant girl and back again at the drop of a hat. A single dress rehearsal was all she needed to figure out the ideal lighting and positions. But if I were ever to take a single day off, spend 1 hour less on studying the script, or arrive at the rehearsal 15 minutes late, my performance would fall into the gutter. No, I know this feeling. A mere 2 years of living in indulgence was all it took for me to lose the skills I once picked up with ease. I disappointed both the directors and fans. I agree, Random. Yes, comparison is absolutely the thief of joy. I had never realized just how many unending waves of new talent were looking up to me. I had never realized what the position in entertainment Marianne had fought so hard to defend actually meant. I thought I could afford to be like her, to enjoy the double delights of cinema and life. I thought there'd be no harm in having a little fun after all those chasing and competing. It was only then that I finally realized Marianne Blake was a truly infuriating genius in every sense of the term. Yeah, her at Rhodes Island, her as an agent. With her final film and that chance catastrophe, Marianne received a revelation to retire from cinema, and all I could do was sigh. Even a knowable Mother Nature was on her side. But now you're a lead actress again, and you've got the chance to win back everyone's trust. I mean, you're even getting a film alongside a catastrophe too. You're right. I've spent more than a decade piecing my self-confidence and acting skills back together. I could very well be but a single step away from the top again. Greta's offer to be the part of Lady DuPont couldn't have come at a better time. And even now, her grand ambitions has left me with a little special gift. I'm so sorry, girl. Marianne, I hope all goes well, but I think Lucien might be... he's gonna overshadow you unironically. Uh-oh. I'm cheering on for you, Melanie. I'm sorry. Oh, I hope she doesn't die random. She can't die. Look at this. This is like... She's green flag. All the other guys who died, no offense, they were kind of trash bags, you know? Melanie seems pretty decent, you know? I hope she doesn't die. Come to think of it, the lady is rather fitting role for me. Surely she knows her brother's lying to her. Surely she has doubted even her last name once or twice. But no, she unconsciously clings to her glamorous life, refusing to accept the mediocrity of her birth. She prays desperately for that she is special, that she is talented. No. I wonder what sort of ending will she face amidst the storm. Miss Rutherford. Yes? We should watch some horror flicks together. I love you, Tippy. Horror flicks? If you want to climb your way back to the top, you can't limit yourself to copying Miss Blake, right? Like you've always had pretty different styles of acting. We're gonna put together a finale more powerful than the one in Lupicarn Holiday, and Lady DuPont's name will go down in cinema history. Oh my gosh, I should level up TV, man. She deserves it. Huh. Very well then. Also, I'm sure you know what happened between you and Miss Blake better than I do, but I bet she meant it when she said you'd surpass Marianne Blake one day. Oh no. She might still think so, even now. Melanie Weiss, in my defense, that was like during the polls, and now that I'm actually reading the story, I understand now. I understand Tippy now. I guess this is why you should read the story, guys. Because if I didn't read the story, I would not even take a second glance at Tippy. I'd be like, you're cute, I don't care. But now, I care. You might be right. Bro, I hope... That'd be so cool if, like, Melanie could be playable. She won't, but, you know. Are you real? Or just a figment of my imagination? Am I really being visited by the god of inspiration? Nah, this is a false god. Blech, go back. Don't tell me I've gone crazy from working on the script. Ho ho ho, fluffy leopard. Madness can transform ink on the page into sweet fruit, or allow a stiff mind to wander freely across the wilderness of time and space. You cower in the corner of a dark room, forced to chase a deadline even after witnessing a string of brutal murders. Yet, for all your soul-searching and brain-racking, you have come up with only 3 endings for Lady DuPont. Just let Melanie take her over at this point. Hardly the work of a madman, no? I promised Greta I'd have an ending that impressed everyone by tonight. The only people left are those insane enough to risk their life for cinema, and they're waiting for me. But they bet on the wrong man. The realm of art only escapes natural-born geniuses, not some dried-up piece of crap slaving away at a typewriter. The Death of Lady DuPont. You already have the most captivating ending for the story, just from its title. While the shocking brilliance of her death will certainly fade after the film is copied reel after reel. But Rankwood, after all, is a factory hawking such fantasies all across Terra, is it not? You are a nation of liars, fooling even yourselves. Even the Colombian dream was born from a promotional film for the Pioneer Project, after all. Ooh. Just to be clear, I care for neither political metaphors nor realities. Only that you have deeply misunderstood the essence of performance. Drama can change lives, but it would never use such a mechanical way. But by setting death as Lady DuPont's ending, you show you still possess an intuition for drama. No, Melanie! Melanie! Intuition? No. When I was a student, I hated dragging death into the stories I wrote. I thought of it as a cheap trick, only good for plugging up holes in the plot or squeezing the right emotions out of the audience. Actually, talented writers could give a film a proper climax without it. Then what changed you? A shocking memory? Or perhaps some phantom pain you cannot recall? I had the same problem 5 years ago when I was working with Greta on another project. She didn't mince words when she told me the back half of the script was too dull, and audiences would be falling asleep. If I didn't change it, it'd bomb at the box office. So I shut myself in my office, just like I do now, pushing my mind to the brink of collapse, but getting nothing out of it. And then, Laura fell and died. An opportunity straight from heaven. The perfect plot device. No! No! Melanie! Oh my gosh. Just as Greta expected. I think crying out for Melanie that just ruined my throat a bit. Let me sip some water. Just as Greta expected, the rest of the film was panned by critics. But that scene alone became an overnight sensation. To the point that you started to see death as more than a cheap trick, rather as the most sincere form of expression, brimming with artistry. Yeah. Seeing how you've had that sudden realization, all that has happened on this plate should provide you with nourishment. A death while shooting, a deadly hallucination, bodies hanging from beams. With all this inspire you, why not write them into your story and let the same drama be performed both on and off the screen? Because they're still not good enough. Oh no, Steven, I'm losing you. I'm losing you, Steven. I'm losing you. Then what about turning away from those who have already exhausted their possibilities? What do you mean? Who else in your story can ignite a spark in Lady Dupont's bosom? Who is distant enough from all the grudges and resentment? I can't read that. Resentments. Yet still be able to bring about the most drama, as well as the best performances. The messenger. It's the messenger who brought the bad news. He's the very trigger for Lady Dupont's new fate. Uh-oh. Darn, Tragodia's still trying to use Phantom until the very end. What a trash bag. Vengeance or repentance? Lady Dupont has a new choice to make, and at the same time, the messenger must contend with the consequences of intervening in another's destiny. This is it. This is the ending I wanted. Lucien. Yes. I'll have Lucien be the star of the final scene. Yeah, that's my boy. He's getting the screen time. Bro, he's gonna feel like goosebumps on his, like, on his arms. You want me to be the lead actor? That's right. I can't say I understand you, but I have a feeling that even if I hadn't approached you, you would come to me anyways. You have the most potential of any actor I've ever seen. The messenger doesn't have much screen time, but your performance added a complex and delicate core to a role that was originally a nothing burger. I like nothing burger, and I don't like nothing burgers. And I'm sure that whatever your goal is here, you won't be leaving before that shoot ends. If so, then why not do me a favor and help me out with this? What expression gave you the chills? This is my normal face. I'll give you time to think it over, of course. So far, it's just a thought I had, and I haven't spoken to Steven about it yet. He promised me to finish the script by tonight, but honestly, I'm not optimistic. If only that god of his knocked on his door. Oh, he did? He did? Literally. And I'm gonna kill it. I see. Changing the focus to the messenger was the only way to steer the plot towards brilliance. I can already imagine the shock on everyone's faces when they read the new ending. Well, once I'm done with it. But I see you've added a lot of direction notes for his lines. Most of them are quite detailed. While you were giving me some advice on my writing just now, you mentioned the quirks of Lucien's performances as where he likes to put his pauses in dialogue. Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. You even told me which angle suits him best up close. Suits him best for close-ups to capture his most subtle expressions. And what kind of lighting best highlights his unique character. Man, too bad. Like, I know Tragodia's probably gonna kick the bucket, but like, you know, if I can revive him from the dead for a bit, like maybe we can have a little talk. I kind of want to know about this information over a cup of tea. Hello, Rook. It's like you've known him for a long, long time. Maybe even taught him. Then again, I guess if I talked to Tragodia, that would be a huge turnoff for Lucien. So maybe I shouldn't. That'd be a huge breach of trust. So how did you know all these things about Lucien? Oh. Steven's pretty sharp. You called for me, troop leader? Oh my gosh, playwright has some screen time. Come with me, playwright. No, I wouldn't be the playwright. I would not be a troop leader. I couldn't. I would be such a I would be such a jerk. Have you seen the Crimson Troop? Let it burn. The Crimson Troop is trash. It should burn in the fire. It's horrible. Especially for all the things they did to Lucien. And poor Shalem. The act is underway, and as always, the entirety of the audience is enraptured by the performance on stage. It's rare for Whiteflower to return to the stage. Will you not toast her once the performance is over? What of Blood Diamond and Abyss? They are merely supporting roles this time. All their scenes have already concluded. The rotting stage mechanism has spread the blood of the magician's assistants and the chosen lucky audience member all over the stage, Their corpses have been stuffed into prop boxes, set afloat on the river to disappear forevermore. The magician herself completes her final show as she treads on a stage, yet slick with blood. Blood Diamond and Abyss should have chiseled their way out of the boxes by now and be on their way back to stage for the curtain call alongside Whiteflower the Magician. Oh. What is this show? What? Did you shove the poor boys into a box and set them off in the ocean? Should they now? What kind of unhinged stuff is this? See, this is why I don't want to be troop leader. Let it burn. Let it burn in the fire. And here I was, thinking those two children have turned performance into reality, disappearing forevermore. Bro, this crazy guy just wants them to be gone. They just showered the entire audience in real blood? Oh my gosh. As I recall, this was a new scene you added half a year ago while revising the script during a night you claimed to have had a revelation. Leader, come with me, playwright. The show is far from over. You're right, the show would be unforgettable. He is my favorite leading man. He once left me, but in the end, we shall be reunited. Darn. Am I getting too into this, guys? I think I'm getting too into this role. Oh my gosh. You know, I was asked to record some lines for some people. I won't say who in case they don't want it to be spoiled. And they're like, oh yeah, just make us some lines. Let's just say I scared them a little bit. You can probably guess the contents of those lines. This is your normal self? No, no, no. You guys, this is all an act. This is all an act and I'm just fooling you guys. Trust me. This is just a mask I wear, one of many masks. I am truly normal for Tragodia. I'm very normal for him. I just act like a crazed woman why would I act like a crazy woman? For cinema. A petite Zalek gropes around. What's a Zalek again? Zalek is rat, right? Is it? No, guys, this is just a play. I am normal. I'm a well-adjusted, productive person in human society. A petite Zalek gropes around the darkness as she traverses the pitch-black plate layer. I see how it is. Oh, she should sound cuter, right? The structure and systems look complex, but once you figure out the theory behind it, even a prop maker can operate it. For example, here, adjust this direction first. Then set a time, pull down the lever, open the gate, and done. Good. Just like I thought. I think she's the killer, guys. Look how sus this is. The raincoat is to cover the blood, you know? This way, I'll have nothing to worry about, even if something unexpected happens. She's totally the killer, guys. Now, there's just one last thing to do. I need to go find her. It's gonna be Tippy. She's gonna save Tippy and she's gonna kill everyone else, you know? Hello, Acogen. Yes, I am. I'm sure you have reservations, Lucien. The plate's in a crisis, and everybody's in danger. I wouldn't trust a cold-hearted producer who's demanding the shoot go on either. We do not need to trust each other. You're not wrong. Look how fluffy that coat is, man. I have an urge, like, just imagine, like, two people going out, someone's cold, then one of them offers the jacket to another person. You know, that's like the most romantic trope ever. I want my future man, aka Lucien, to offer me a coat when I'm cold. That would be so nice. I'm sorry, I'm normal. Back to being normal. In my 30 years in Rankwood, I've never trusted a single person I've worked with. I trust only in my own judgment. I invited Melanie right when she most needed an opportunity. I saw right away at the auction that you were an acting genius. I was sure Abner would join the crew even though he hates my guts. I still believe that Laura's death 5 years ago was the only way to save that movie. You have nothing to do with the accident, but you still made use of her death. She was a talented rookie, eager, hardworking, and full of passion for cinema. It's just that sometimes the enthusiasm got to her head and made her break a few rules. Stephen was still green back then, and the shoot wasn't going as planned. Halfway through the project, I knew that film would burn through all my assets and leave my reputation in tatters. I needed an external factor to help me solve that crisis. Laura's death. Using the media to hype up the accident would be too predictable. Those busybodies would sigh and forget all about the moment the moment they moved on. So I used a lot of money to squash the police investigation and media's attention, along with a healthy amount of hush money to Laura's family. I got the editor to keep the footage of the fall that Abner captured on camera and turn it into the climax of the film. Oh, I think Greta's gonna die, man. Even now, there's some people who think she was just an acting genius who retired early. You covered up her death. I immortalized her in film. Bro, Greta, who said Greta was a good one earlier? I think everyone's trash, except Tippy and Melanie. Tippy and Melanie are my ride and die. Oh wait, I skipped something. Someone will eventually notice what you did. Every year, on the day of her sacrifice, I go visit her. 5 years, and I'm the only one who brings flowers to her grave. Do you not feel guilt? I'm certainly to blame for it, but now's not the time for repentance. Right now, there's only one thing on my mind: finishing this film. Once the death of Lady DuPont is screening, the murders on set are bound to get the media's attention. I'll take the chance to officially release the truth behind Laura's death. When that time comes, there will be a lot more people grieving for her, and that's when I'll bear the blame. Oh my gosh, this girl's kind of crazy. Holy. I hope you realize that I didn't confess all that to you on a whim. You want to use the truth to make a deal. When I first met you, I thought it was fate throwing me a bone, dropping a big present on my lap before shooting started. But it was your behavior after you joined the crew that proved to me you are no ordinary man. Dalton died right in front of you, but you kept your cool. You even looked forward to future filming. After you discovered my plans to film a catastrophe, you took the perfect opportunity to leak those plans to the camera assistant most likely to spill them. And now, with the crew officially dismissed, almost everyone is feeling desperate, except you. You were waiting in your room for me to visit, as if you're no stranger to sudden death and tragedy. Who are you exactly, and why did you agree to join my film crew? I was enticed by your script. No more, no less. Sure. The way things are now, interrogating you about your history isn't going to help my shoot, but I was hoping you would repay my honesty in kind. I still believe my vision, Lucien. No matter what I find out about you, no matter how suspicious, I will never withdraw my invitation for you to be my male lead. You want to be mine? You want to be mine instead? But if you really can't explain why you're here, if you've got your sights on something way over my head, if you think Laura's death and everything it's caused 5 years down the line are the real story being filmed on this plate, and you're here for that, then I, Greta Stone, would like to invite you again. Please be your next leading man, Lucien. If that is your wish, then it is mine as well, Madam Stone. Okay, let me scoot my chair up closer. Greta sent out compensation to everyone and officially disbanded the crew. Whether you're scared of the killer, worried about the catastrophe, or want to stay and finish the shoot, we are all free as we do to please. Please, Melanie, be safe. Please, Melanie. finish the shoot, Greta's still thinking about her movie right now? She must have noticed the connection between the murders of the crew and the one 5 years ago. So she's doing it on purpose. Ooh dear. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, and I don't see why you should either. Or as Greta said, you can leave the truth to whoever feels like playing detective. The truth? The cast and crew both mercilessly bully newcomers. The producer even massaged a tragic and fatal fall. Oh, yeah, massaged. The producer even massaged a tragic and fatal fall into a scene that straddles the line between truth and lie. If you will not repent for what happened 5 years ago, nor make your deeds known to the public. Do you believe yourself innocent, Greta? Have you forgotten how you edited Laura into your film, all so she could die over and over with every showing? You must pay the price. Wise, yay, your Tragodia's M9. Yay, thank you. A bulge on the bed is faintly outlined by the dim nightlight. The person beneath the blanket is fast asleep, ignorant of the judgment about to fall upon her. Fast asleep, that desecrator of the dead, forgetter of sins, ignorer of warnings. How could Greta sleep so soundly? Someone quietly creeps close to the bed, pulling a razor-sharp dagger out of a sleeve. Slender fingers grip its hilt tightly, lifting the terrifying weapon high into the air. It's gonna be Lucien, isn't it? I don't even want to hear your confession. I don't want to hear your screams. Just go away already. You must pay. Boom! This feeling, it's not right. Miss Christine! The blanket is lifted up. There is nobody under it, aside from a black shadow. A shadow? How can a shadow exist on its own? The intruder steps back a bit as the shadow slowly condenses into a familiar shape. Aww, she's so cute. Miss Christine? A trap. Lucien. Yay. So we finally meet. I welcome you, my elusive guest. Is it really you? It's Moira. Yay, it's Moira. Moira, the most dedicated member of the crew, was actually a 3-time murderer. I knew it. It's Raincoat. Also, a reminder, guys, please don't spoil the story. I'm going to this blind, so please, I beg of you, don't spoil. Okay, guys? Do not spoil. Okay? Or you will be timed out. Anyways, it should have been 4. Now I want to hear your story now. I want to hear your story. I'm saying Laura has to be your sister. That's the only motivation I can think of. When did you find out, Lucien? The first to notice your abnormal behavior was Miss Christine, not me. In that very first scene after I joined the cast, she intruded upon the shoot. She rarely approaches anyone other than me, but she approached you. Since then, she's made contact with you many times. Tippy believes she decided to accompany you as you watched movies in the prop room because she likes the both of you. That is only half correct. Yay, then we're all reading this together new? Yay! I hope you're enjoying the story. Miss Christine was only ever interested in you. Look, even now, even as you hold that dreadful dagger, she stands still by your side. Ridiculous. Don't tell me that's your only reason to suspect me, just because this mysterious creature's fond of me. Oh no, Moira has the dead eyes. The dead eyes. Or maybe she only does what you tell her to. She's your pet after all. I think right now she's being manipulated, probably. That's my guess right now. Because I think she's a good kid. I don't think she's like inherently evil, but I think maybe like someone's amplifying her anger. Like the troop master. I don't know. We'll see. Moira looks into Miss Christine's deep blue eyes. The very next moment, she no longer has conscious control of herself. Yeah, how dare you call Miss Christine a pet? How dare you? Joy, sorrow, anger, all sorts of emotions roil through her heart before finally settling into a blank void, one that terrifies anyone looking upon it. You continue to misunderstand her. As I've explained before, none may interfere with her intentions and actions. I do not merely mean that she's free-spirit by nature, but rather, nobody has the ability to interfere with her. It is she who possesses the ability to influence others. Oh la la. The mysterious black creature nonchalantly licks her paws. Moira finds it difficult to reconcile that Miss Christine she sees now with the enormous pressure she felt earlier. Miss Christine is extremely sensitive to emotions. No carefully buried pain or flicker of malice escapes her notice. I love Miss Christine. Love her. Over countless years, she's wandered across all of Terra, tasting the entire spectrum of feeling. Rather than any particular flavor, she prefers a blend. And her judgment is derived from instinct rather than logic. It does not err. Solving a murder without even discovering a motive. Should I congratulate you? Creepy smile, man. Vengeance. For who? For that ghost entangled in the minds of the majority of the crew. Ooh, Madame Stone. The one who stands before you now is a relative of that rookie actress Laura who fell to her death 5 years ago. I knew it! I knew it! Who called it? I did. One who loved her dearly. Her little sister. I knew it, guys. Who said it? Me. I saw that from a mile away, guys. That's like the only motivation that really makes sense. Well, after a couple of people died anyways. I thought Michael had a pretty good chance. Michael's girlfriend, whatever her name was. I forgot what was Michael's girlfriend's name, the green hair lady. I thought she probably could have been too, but like, you know, it's fine. Where were we? Who are we? Oh yeah, Vigil. I want Vigil to like, no, I got it. Vigil's here. Kill it. And I'll put it right over there. And then I will use, I'll use you. Yeah. And then I'll put you here. And then I need, hold this. Oh, go this way. Yes. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, guys. Do not backseat me. Allow me to cook. Even if this cooking ends up burning a hole in the kitchen. And then I'm gonna put you over here. I think. I don't know who's here. I'm gonna put you there anyways. And then I'll put you here. And then, oh my gosh. Okay. Let's let this go. Oh no! Okay, we got Harold. Go this way. And then, what do I put you here so that you can help kill these things? Yes. Yes, I'm satisfied. Okay, leave. And then we're gonna put you here. There we go. No one's helping in the bombs. Maybe, I think I should have had you facing down. That's okay. I'm happy you're facing up. So while you guys inflict it, Miss Christine will finish it off. Oh my gosh, wait, what is... Ooh. Oh, this is another unblockable enemy. Oh my gosh. Let's, here, we'll do this. We'll activate that. Yes. Then go! Wreck him! Wreck that single... Oh. Oh wow, they're frozen. Okay. So... Oh no. So despite not reading, I think I'm kind of figuring it out. Maybe he just can't move when there's light. And then I'll activate you. Oh, you're cooked. Go! Go, Phantom, film yourself. Wonderful. Okay, and then, well, you're stuck there. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Then I'm gonna put you like... Actually, let's put you there. And then we'll put you here. Yes. Oh no. Oh shoot. It's okay, it's okay. I guess Mountain's job is just useless. Oh crap. Oh crap, 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 crap. Break it, break it, break it. Okay, okay. Whew. Oh no. Oh no! Not again! Shoot! Oh no! No, no! Kill it, kill it, kill it! Oh, okay! That was close! I did it! I live! Yay! Colossus, you're so right. I love the response. Hello, fake one. Yeah, what did I miss? Just the whole murder reveal. Moira is just like dot dot dot. Junk name. No, that's too far. That's too far. Yeah, we just started. We just got married yesterday, guys. So out of all the choices Miss Stone gave us after disbanding the crew, you chose to play detective, Lucien. No need to bluff. I know you're not afraid of me exposing you. If it would let more people know the truth behind Laura's death and the conduct of the film crew, you would have gladly exposed yourself, given the right opportunity. But not right now. It's over, Moira. You hid yourself well. A simple identity, an innocent facade, were the ideal cover for you. During nearly all of the murders, you were with Tippy. That painter trusts you deeply and was always happy to provide you with an alibi, even as you left your meetings partway through. Looking back, every accident has involved you in some way. Dalton's death was caused by a prop knife being switched, which lets the former prop master be dismissed. You naturally took over his work, which afforded you an even greater opportunity for crime. As for the second accident, oh, I love this, like Danganronpa, man. Like, Phantom's just like pointing at him. Thanks, Bella. When Shelley walked into cold storage. No, she had intended to kill her before that, but failed. Do you remember how Shelley had a hallucination and interrupted the shoot, Madame Stone? While she was rooted in place, unable to move, a heavy container fell from above. You saved her. Moira single-handedly held onto the rope, preventing the two of you from being harmed. But it was not out of the kindness of her heart. Oh, I love this detective arc. At the time, everyone was focused on Shelley's antics. Very few people noticed the dangling container, let alone rush to the other end of the rope. Right, only the ones who tampered with the rope in the first place could have reacted that quickly. Oh my gosh, my boy, he's so smart. The failed attempt revealed to all that Shelley suffered from hallucinations, which you took advantage of. I knew her deepest nightmares. She mistook me for my sister Laura and babbled all her sinful secrets to me. But even to the very end, she never repented. Instead, she began to blame Laura for crossing the line. She had to die. As for Marianne and Michael, oh, that was her name, Marianne, and Michael only ever treated me as an innocent little errand girl. She never figured out I was after his life, even entrusting me with the important matter of sneaking out of the plate. And Marianne, she never felt the slightest guilt for what happened 5 years ago. She had to die. Escape? Nobody can escape. Do you know just how much suffering and malice my sister had to endure? Yet all she ever talked about was how much experience she was getting and how happy she was to be part of the cast. Whenever I was worried I wouldn't make it as a prop maker, whenever I silently shed tears as the crew ostracized me, she would use herself as an example to comfort me, to encourage me. But it was only after she died that I learned what that experience you gave her really was. Uh-oh. How dare you look at me like that, Greta? Are you doubting what I just said? Surely you haven't forgotten how you bribed the police and the media and suppressed the news of Laura's death. You even turned her accident into a mockery of the truth in a movie. How could she possibly rest in peace after that? No, Moira. Madame Stone has not forgotten about her deeds. Rather, she is doubting your identity. My identity? A prop maker? An unremarkable Zalek? An inventor of crimes unanswered? I choked my water. Plot twist. Wait. Laura had no younger sister. I did not expect that. Wait. She was never a part of your life. Oh my gosh. What are you saying? What kind of interrogation is this? 5 years ago, after the accident, I gave Laura's family compensation. I even hired people to scour her entire family history and their circumstances, all so I could guarantee that none of them would leak the truth, not even her most distant relatives. After Lucien told me the truth he had deduced, I was still in disbelief, so I pulled out the list of Laura's family members and checked it again. I regret to inform you, there was no Moira on that list. You're lying! I can explain everything that has happened to you, but you will need time to accept it. Wait, what if Lady DuPont, the show, like the whole movie, is a reflection of Moira? Because like if Tragodia, the OG Tragodia wrote it, he knew this, he knew the beef. So he knew that maybe Moira was like secretly not part of the family at all. What do you think, guys? You like my theory? So put down the dagger, Moira. It should not be yours. But even if you're not biologically siblings, if you're part of the family, you're still siblings, you know? Put it down. It's far too late for that. Catastrophe. Uh-oh. Catastrophe. What was that? Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my. What's with the sudden earthquake? Somebody save me. Did the plate hit something? Whoa, I'm reading this. Is this like hallway? That like into Titanic vibes. If I know this was coming, I'd have skedaddled out of this place already. What the hell is going on with here? Crew members stream out of the rooms into the crowded corridor, none with the slightest idea of what's happening. Lucien's shadow passes by a bevy of curses, complaints, and laments and prayers before arriving at the end of the corridor. He looks out the window. Hey guys, doesn't it feel like the plate is speeding up? Uh-oh, we're going to crash. Uh-oh. Oh, Moira locks the door. Uh-oh. She does not know if the man named Lucien will catch up to her or how long it will take. Yeah, it is weird how the few times the hallway CG was used. The room shakes violently, letting her know that the sabotage she performed had taken effect. The cockpit is destroyed, the engine's output is locked to its highest setting, and its route is set. The studio plate speeds up as it approaches the nearby catastrophe and shows no signs of stopping. In a few hours, they'll find themselves with the misfortune of facing a storm. No, a trial. The vast majority of this cast and crew had to answer for the accident 5 years ago. For the death of her sister. Oh la la, oh la la. Oh my gosh. Laura had no younger sister. She was never a part of your life. What was he talking about? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I can't wait to find the truth, guys. Moira mumbles to herself incessantly. She sifts through the piles of junk in the prop room and finds an old VCR. She sets it up and pulls out a videotape from one of her inner pockets. A videotape she's watched countless of times. She presses down the play button. Wow, she's beautiful. Whoa. The smile of a young woman appears on the screen. Laura, my sister, you're real. Tell me you're real. I know whenever you laughed, there was a dimple on only your left cheek. You had big eyes with light green irises that were always so gentle when you looked at me. You could peel an entire apple without breaking its skin in 30 seconds. Whenever you were happy, you'd whistle a big, strong, I can't even do that, fweet. You'd use arts to make small ice crystals to use as hair clips. You told me about your life in Rankwood, how your very first role got edited down to only 3 seconds of screen time in the final cut. You told me about how much you struggled just to get a few more scenes, while a few buttholes talked about you behind your back. Most of the crew still looked after you. You told me how, even though you came from a small town where you couldn't even buy a VCR, even though you had to learn a lot of things from scratch, even though opportunities that are easy for others to get are far out of reach for us, we still shouldn't be discouraged. You never mentioned how much bullying you had to suffer through, how much pain you endured. You would go on and on about how beautiful the sunrise in Rankwood was, looking towards the future with such firm eyes. Yes, Beefy. Yeah, Beefy. Try not to swear, but you know. You also had times when you were sad, even though you only ever mentioned how homesick you felt at night, when all was quiet and the only ones kept you company were the twin moons low in the sky. You told me how alike we were, and how you had my back and would support me forever. Ever since we were little. Moira suddenly stops. She shakes her head like mad, trying to force more details out of her memory. But she can say no more. She finds her memories of Laura have an unusually distinct cutoff point. They had never run through the grass together, hand in hand. They had never fallen asleep in each other's arms, as their parents sang to them. As she trawls further back through her memories, every image to do with her sister is simply blank. Oh no, this is such a powerful CG! The videotape ends. The television goes dark. Moira sees her own face reflected in it. Tears silently stream down her cheek. You were never part of Laura's life. Laura was never a part of yours. But if that's really true, then what do you even have left, Moira? Who are you? Oh boy, this is getting tense. First the serial murders, now this morning's mysterious explosion. The hell's going on here? Uh-oh. Why is the wind so strong? Oh right, according to schedule. Today's the day we're filming the catastrophe. Does no one notice how the ship is moving super fast? Houghton stands in the street of the exterior set, thanks to the nearby storm. The once colorful background walls are covered in a layer of dust. Oh no! Tippy's work! Tippy's work! She never expected to experience so many twists and turns after joining the film crew. She's only ever thought about making movies. As for actually being in one, she can't stand the idea of it. That's the catastrophe Miss Stone wanted to film. Earlier, the catastrophe everyone was making such a fuss about had to simply been a faint gray dot out in the waste. Let's see. Imagine the person you cared most about was never truly there. That is terrifying. Not being able to trust your own memory is horrifying. Now, it is condensed into a storm that blots out the sky. A storm that refuses to allow onlookers to tear their gaze away from it. Small-scale spirals of wind formed from originium dust circle around the plate, visible to the naked eye. I gotta say, it really is a spectacular sight. If you saw a scene like this in a movie theater. Please, Tara, bless us. I've had such bad luck. Please just let us finish filming safely. No, who cares about the shoot? A safe return to Central Rankwood is good enough for me. Please. The plate responds to Houghton's prayer with an even more unusual than earlier sound and shaking. Uh-oh. Whoa! What the Hitchcock was that? Wow, shaking! Houghton has wondered many times before if she were actually in the middle of a catastrophe. What would she hear? The howling of the wind? The roaring of explosions? The shrieking of the panicked crowd? Turns out, it's none of those. It's a sound of walls and metal structures being squashed as flat as an empty can, one after the other. Ooh, that's kind of haunting. Oh my gosh, random. I agree. I do think Houghton is the Khomeini of this event. It is a sound that instills extreme terror in oh so fragile humans who begin to worry their organs, bones, and blood vessels will suffer a similar fate. I fumbled. Oopsies. I fumbled. That was supposed to be really dramatic, but I fumbled that. My bad. Oh. Oh dear. The turbulent sky licks against the edge of the plate, tearing sets that once starred in classic movies to shreds with the wind before flinging them out into the wasteland. Do you think insurance is going to cover this, guys? I don't think insurance is going to cover this. Poor Greta. Her bank account's toast. Houghton moves aside the scaffolding that had fallen on her and finds her legs too weak to muster the strength to move. She looks at the devastation in a daze, barely able to believe her eyes. Oh my gosh. How did we already get so close to the catastrophe? Insurance. What rank would plate? Yeah, I don't see any. A fine snack. I'm satisfied. When's the next? Ah, she's so cute. I want to pet her. I want to pet a cat, guys. I want to pet a cat. I want to pet one so badly. Okay. Now, before we get into this, the story is getting so good. I hope you guys are really enjoying this. Just, please do not spoil anything, okay? Okay, please, I beg of you, do not spoil anything. Okay? Let me just fill my water bottle real quick. But how are you guys enjoying the story so far? Are you enjoying it? Reading? Oh, what's the trim metal? What's the trim metal? Okay. There. Now, let me read chat. I feel like I've been ignoring you guys. I feel bad. Okay. Oh, it's annoying. No. Bye, random. I feel bad for Moira. Yeah, I do feel some. Yeah, I do feel bad for her. Like, I feel like. Sorry, I'm just. If you're glugging, that's just me and my water bottle. I'm trying to spill it. It's kind of a pain to unscrew. Okay. Just tell me straight up, what's the medal? Or, you know what? I'm an adult. I can read this. Where are you? Behold. I will get all the medals so I can, like, put this. I can finally replace my IS medal thing with this. Yay. Which one is it? Which one? Do not let the what? Do not let film thrown by the unhappy cameraman explode? More than 2 times? Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah. Like, don't tell me how to do it, but I appreciate you guys giving me a heads up about this. I would have not known. Camera. Okay. Do tell me, is this cameraman... Wait, guys. Is this cameraman a new guy? You'll see. So it's a new enemy? That I must kill? Alright, guys. Then we're gonna remake this team. We're gonna remake it. Because we need to go smoothly if we're gonna finish the story. Alright, you. I wonder if you can kill them from afar. We'll bring snipers. We will bring swinging, slashing. We will bring Tragodia, of course. We will bring... We'll bring Lodestar. And you. To charge up, my boy. And we'll bring... Of course we need... Herald. And we need a Vanguard, so we can bring you. Who else? And we'll stick with Thorns. There. Yeah, okay. So... Okay. We got this. We're gonna try our best. Okay. Oh, right. We have to read. Guys, remind me of the medal again after I'm done reading. I'm gonna forget about it. What the? This is Greta's plan for the shoot? The Iridium Storm's right in our faces. What are we? Some sort of Suicide Squad? That movie was pretty bad. I remember watching it. No. No way. This has to be the killer's doing, right? Didn't you hear an explosion from earlier? Someone blew up the plate's cockpit. There's no way we can slow the plate down or change directions now. Right now, we're only barely in contact with the storm. But once we hit its core... They're not going to find even a single brick from this plate. All right, enough. So who on Terra was it? The revenge wasn't enough for them, so now they're gonna take out the rest of us too? The murderer is Moira of the prop team. What? Who's talking? I said the killer responsible for the 3 murders is Moira. I know, the writers did definitely had fun with this. They probably did make a list of references, which is really cool. I said the killer responsible for the 3 murders is Moira. Moira? You're kidding me. That unremarkable Zalek? Miss Stone caught her red-handed. If Lucien weren't there, she would have become the next victim. So where's the little rat now? I'll go find her myself. And what's the point of confronting a psycho killer when you can't even save yourself? She owes us an explanation. What if she gets innocents killed? Too late. Well, actually... No, not too late. You think I haven't thought of that? I already switched the wireless comms to broadcast mode to ensure I survived this. I'm sure everyone outside the plate has heard the truth by now. The killer's trapped like a rat. I have to live. I have to. Once I get back to my central Rankwood, all the bombshells I've collected these past few days will be enough to buy me a villa in Siesta. Yeah, this man has priorities straight. Crap! The plate's tilting towards the Originium storm again. Right, the land boats. We can use them to escape. Oh, Red, I did not read that. Or I didn't watch that yet. I heard it was pretty bad too. Is it like much worse? They're gone. What? I went over to the emergency escape cabin earlier, and they were already wrecked by the storm. Every last one of them. There's no way out for us now. If I'm going to die anyways, I might as well take the chance and jump off the plate. Cut that crap out. Just move. Anywhere's safer than the film set. Let's go hide underground in the engine layer. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. There truly are so many things to learn from the set design of a horror film. Thank you, Tippy. No problem. I have to get back and start making the visualizations for most of the visual effects first. And we'll finalize the details after Director Quay is done with the script. Uh-oh, these two don't even know. They're gonna come out and they're gonna be like, they're gonna see all this, like, the thing is like torn apart. Like I promised, I'm going to design you a finale that leaves Lady DuPont in cinema history. Sorry to let you know, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Right. I'm looking forward to it. I love this bond that Melanie and Tippy are having. Wait, how long have you been talking about this? Did Molly ever find a way to escape? Oh, I see it's coming at the same time as the boom. What now? That's not good. Wait, there's a voice coming from the comms. Catastrophe. Bzz, control cabin. Destroyed. Why is the signal so bad? It sounded like Abner's assistance. What kind of trouble is he getting to now? The control cabin has been destroyed. The plate is rushing towards the catastrophe. Killer is Moira. Ooh, ooh. Tippy grips the wireless walkie-talkie and turns the volume knob as high as she can, but it stays silent. She must have misheard, she thinks. But if so, why is Miss Rutherford looking at her with such a sullen expression? No, there's no way. Tippy, I can't imagine anyone would joke about that in these circumstances. But when would she even have the opportunity? You know, Tippy. The nights when Shelley, Michael, and Marianne died, she was watching movies with me the whole time. There wasn't... Was there really no opportunity? Tippy doubts her own mind. Was Molly really right next to her the whole time during their movie nights? No. We always watched multiple movies back to back, so sometimes she'd leave when I was switching out the tape. Sometimes she'd say Miss Stone was looking for her. Sometimes it was to pick up something she forgot on the film set. I'm sure you know how she's like, ma'am. She's still new to being the prop master and under, like, a ton of pressure, but she's super committed to her work. Darling. No, that only explains how she could have done it. It doesn't prove that she did it. A motive. Why would she kill all those people she had nothing to do with? Why didn't I know anything? I feel so bad for her too. Darling, maybe you didn't know your friend as well as you thought you did. Oh no. Let's just focus on the movie, so stop looking away from the screen. Sorry, there's been so much going on with the film crew lately. I'm a little nervous. Don't worry, I'm here for you, girl. Oh dear. No matter who I am, one thing's for sure, I'm your best friend on this crew. We are so cooked, guys. Or maybe she never thought of me as a friend. Maybe she was just using me. The Liberia girl's head sinks. She speaks no more. Melanie hugs the little Liberia in front of her. Oh, Melanie! The girl who was consoling her just a few hours ago is now crying on her shoulder. No. Melanie pats her back. She asks no questions, nor does she say anything about the price of growing up. She only hugs her. Oh no. Bye, Wise. Thank you. Thank you, Ecojin, as well. The crazy eyes. No, they're just my normal eyes. It's actually not a toggle. That's a fun fact. Let's just leave this place first, Tippy. The convoluted structure here will only put us in danger if the plate gets too close to the catastrophe core. We'd be safer underground, though that too may be futile if the plate doesn't change direction. Underground? Over Melanie's shoulders, Tippy spots some of the material they salvaged from the horror film earlier. Underground. The word circles around her brain. Wait, I got it! What? You've recovered your pep already? No, I figured out how to change the plate's trajectory. Tippy. There's once a crew that snuck into another Rankwood plate to film secretly, to save on rental cost, and they ended up with a super cool, scary movie. I rewatched it recently, but that plate and the one we're standing on both came from the same batch made by Rankwood. So basically, the spec should be pretty much the same. If my hunch is right, there should be another control cabin at the bottom of the engine layer. What are our odds of making it there? To be honest, I have no idea. I hope she doesn't get infected. I hope both of them don't get infected from this. But never tell me the odds. I gotta try. There's no point mulling over something I can't answer on my own. Only when we're out of this crisis will I be able to get the truth from her. Oh no. Tippy. Gentle singing. cheerful whistling. I can't whistle, unfortunately. I can try. No, I can't try. I just can't. So, this is where you were, Lucien. The music hits hard. That was my sister's favorite song. On breaks between shooting, she'd often look to the sky and hum the tune. I thought you'd already woken up. I did. Thanks to you. You showed me the truth I was blind to, and how cruel they truly were. Then what are you doing now? A rumbling comes from beneath their feet. The rankwood plate rushes forward, the catastrophe as the crew panics. No one would ever think to enter the prop room now, when they should be escaping. But it is at this very moment that the prop master gets to work. She goes around the room, fiddling with one mannequin after another, dressing them in clothes, correcting their posture. Her earnest focus is fully on them. I only just remembered how I recognized Laura. If you will allow me to guess, you met someone? Yes, a very gentile feline. She's being used. She's being used. Oh la la. The weather was terrible that day. I was sitting on a bench for a long time, and there was water on my face. Probably rain, but maybe tears. The accident was caused by the negligence of the person in charge, but in the end, I was the one who had to pay compensation and was kicked out of the crew. I didn't know anyone in Rankwood, so I was no stranger to being treated like that. I ran away from home, you know. After my parents died, there was nowhere else to go, so the only thing left for me was death. Then that person sat next to me. We didn't talk the entire time. He only gently waited for me to calm down. But when he left, I realized a cassette tape was sitting on my knee. Oh dear, things are getting intense, guys. It's getting intense. That man brought Laura into my life in a time when there was only darkness. She became my sister. She protected me, encouraged me, and helped me pull myself together. Oh dear. Laura was already long dead by then. Her background experiences and even appearances all resembled yours. The man gave you motivation when you were at your lowest. Ooh. I'm not like this with Lucien, am I? It's okay, he's 2D, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not looking in the mirror, guys. I'm not looking in the mirror. As well as anger, confusion, and deep-rooted thirst for vengeance. No doubt, that was no better than before. Was that grief I saw flash through your eyes? Or pity? No, it's not that either. More like understanding, sympathy. Did something similar happen to you? Do you know him? Of course. He's an expert at grafting non-existent joy and anger onto your life, much like how an unscrumptious director adds extra elements as he pleases to story he deems dull. Yo. You know, this kind of makes sense, because when I was reading, the Phantom backstory manga, he did seem a bit unhinged in the first half, because he seemed because the Lucien from the first comic is very different from the second one. In the second one, you can see he's actually doubting the actions of the troop, so I think that's when he's breaking on the brainwashing of it. But yeah, scrumptious. Oh, I suppose you would call it ad-libbing in the film industry. I love an educated man. He pulls you out from one pit of despair while guiding you to another, thus inciting the so-called beauty of drama. He's an old acquaintance, my teacher, the source of all my suffering, and a phantom that should be long dead. Finding you, finding him. Ooh. Look at his scary expression, guys. That scary expression is so hot. I'm whispering because my mother is still in the other room. But oh my gosh, that stare is making me feel things. I'm sorry, I'm okay, I'm okay. It's the very reason I came here. Moira, I'm sorry for denying all that you have. No, it's not like that. Moira finishes arranging her last mannequin and returns to the center of the prop room. She does a curtsy in Lucien's direction and lightly taps her fingers. Lucien then realizes something has changed and looks over to see that every mannequin has come alive. Oh dear, what? Is this her art or something? Whoa. Oh my gosh. I don't think you've denied me. In my worst hour, Laura appeared by my side and has accompanied me for a long time now. She's my sister, as I am hers. I don't regret avenging her. I don't regret shouldering all these sins. I will also be the last person in this land to remember her. I cry, I laugh, I rage, I doubt, I hate, I grieve, I yearn. And thus I have them, these intense feelings I would have never known otherwise. I am alive. The mannequins begin to move. Lucien recognizes who they are modeled after. The deceased Dalton, Shelley, Michael, who's over there, I can recognize him, Marianne, and also Moira herself. Moira stretches out her hand and holds her mannequin's hands. Where's the hand? It's missing over there, friend. One by one as they move past her. No music except the trembling ground accompanies their movements, but the tiny Zalek prop master seems to have become the most passionate dancer in the land as she embraces her myriad. Strange, yet elegant. I should be thanking you, Lucien. You helped me realize it. When there was nothing left of Moira anymore, I felt as if I became a mirror, that I could become anyone. Wake up. Satisfaction born from despair is nothing but poison. I've never been more awake in my entire life. Would you also like to become my dance partner? Just like them. As Moira finishes speaking, her dance partners throw themselves at Lucien. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect that jump scare. Good thing I play a lot of horror games, oh no. Oh crap. Shoot. Fires film which can be destroyed with 6 attacks and slows down when in the filming area. Oh shoot, I gotta film. Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? Okay, come on, hurry up. Hurry up, my dude. Hold on. No, he fired 2 already! Reset! Retreat! Retreat! Alright, guys. Try. Let's put down Vigil first. Oh my gosh. Right, the taunt then. Can I just stick Muinar really far back then? I want to break this. Okay. You know what? It's fine. Go this way. Go wolf here. Yes. But who's gonna break you? Hey Vigil, you got this? You got this, buddy? Pal? Friend? Yes. Okay, and then you can go here. And then... Oh, friend. Give me DP, friend! Okay, and then... Don't let Evan explode. Oh, buddy. Oh, pal. Oh, buddy, pal. Oh, buddy. Buddy, pal, friend. Please. Oh, please stay. Yes. Okay. It hit. I'm good. Now I want this to hit that. Okay. Now I'm gonna do this. I believe in Insider. And then here. I think this is enough space, right? I got enough, like, people here. Okay, and then I'm gonna put Tragodia down. And then... Okay, good. Go! Kill these things! And then I'm gonna put you over here. Is there gonna be any running guys I have to put into the light? I'm gonna guess not. I hope not. Oh my gosh. What can I do here? What can I... Okay, who's the threat? Here, go. Insider, I'm Insider in Dream. Beautiful, it's very light out now. I'm very happy about this. Now, this little guy, better not be trying anything. Here, go, this way! Go, get him, sing him! Oh, and then Moira's a taunt, so then Insider can cook. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm a genius. I think I am. I might be a genius. Or not. Okay, good. It's super late now. Yes. Cook, my friends, cook. Yes. I'm cooking, guys. I think. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Okay, maybe I'm not. Go. Yes, this way. Inside, please. Oh my gosh. Come on, I got this, I think. Come on, Kato, please. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Go back. Yes. How many cameramen are there? Oh my gosh. Maybe I should put you in, like, the other skill. Go! Here! Okay, at least no more of the guys who put things down. Yeah, baby. At it first try. Yeah! I did it! Bless. Okay. Oh, this is scary. I love this, like horror. Chill, Tippy. Chill. Deep breaths. Remember how the plot went in that movie. The heroine had her friend pick up a weapon and hide in the storage room to the left while she herself ran the other way. Storage room. All right, the route matches up. Down we go. It's kind of dark in here. Well, dark is good. There should be a hidden door somewhere around the corner. Straight ahead, at the end of the corridor, there should be a backup control cabin. She knew all the mannequins chasing down the squad were her friend's work. Ooh, mannequins? The whole squad pointed their fingers at her friend, and she was mad too. Gotta get moving. We're leveling up Tippy after this, guys. We're leveling her up. She deserves it. What are you doing here, Tippy? I figured I had to change the plate's trajectory. We can avoid any more casualties, so let me through ASAP. How are you gonna stop it though? Like, if you drag it towards Rankwood, are you just gonna crash into it? Is there a way out of this? Don't listen to her lies. Isn't she the culprit's best friend? Oh, she is a good unit? Really, Concon? Oh, that's awesome. I heard people said she was but it's good to know that she's good. She could have been covering up for her this whole time. How else could we have missed all this happening right under our noses, right up until we're about to die? She tries not to think about her friend's betrayal, even though she still has things to say. She ignores the crowd mocking her. They're only attacking her to protect themselves. It was you, the one always hiding the back. First you interrupt shooting, now you're preventing us from going home. She wants to save everyone, including her friend. She wants answers. Honestly, Tippy kind of gives me like Pinkie Pie vibes, you know? Stop her! Don't let her through! Ooh, all Sky Rangers are good? Perfect. Ah, my eyes! Oh, Tippy. That wasn't very nice of you. Tippy grabs a spray gun from her garter, or her belt, and glares at the fearsome weapon-wielding crew. You leave me no other choice. Are you guys afraid of one girl? Get her! Uh-oh. The murderers, the catastrophe. The film crew was already on edge from having to hide in the engine layer, so the spray painter's behavior only rouses their pent-up anger. Their self-defense weapons scrape the floor as everyone rushes towards Tippy. Oh, that sounds like a lot of guys. Her hands are trembling. There's no way she can take them all alone. And she prays the hover unit on her back will work. It's time for Lucien to swoop in. He's gonna be like, come from the shadows. Her final trump card. Cute. A black creature shows up at the corner of the corridor. Oh my gosh, Miss Christine. Don't make that face. You're a lady. Aww. As if the noise drew her here, but also as if she were merely passing by. Oh, it was as if the noise drew her here, but also as if she were merely passing by. No one noticed her as they rushed by, their heads filled with all sorts of extreme emotions. Miss Christine takes a sniff, and the rushing crowd slows down in her eyes, until they freeze in place. Anger, extremely spicy, but without a little sour envy to balance it out. It tastes a bit off. Panic, bitter and hard to keep down, but a little dash of sweet comfort will turn it into a nice dessert. Grief, a salty mix of tears and sighs that brings unnecessary trouble if too much is added, must be carefully paired with other flavors. Pain, the most complex and ever-changing emotion. It used to be my favorite, but after meeting Lucien, the pain of ordinary people is almost flavorless to me. Love you, Miss Christine. Well, there's another one over there. She seems to be that little Zalek's friend. At first, I only took notice of that girl who seemed so similar to Lucien, the lead actress that man chose for his latest play. Yet I didn't expect your ties to make you even tastier than her. Miss Christine shakes her tails, her eyes moving between shadows on the ground until they lock onto Tippy's silhouette. The lady's twin tails twist into strange shapes, as if a woman is wiping her knife and fork before diving into her meal. I love how they refer to Miss Christine so, like, elegantly. Shakes tails. Licks paws after a meal. I ought to give you a small reward. The lady glances at the crowd rushing towards the library. A little exercise to aid digestion after her meal, she thinks. Why am I here? The catastrophe is about to hit us, so we came down to here to hide from it. But what's with the wrench in my hand? Thunk. Weapons fall from their hands in succession as the resulting harsh clangs wake even more from their delirium. They exchange looks of confusion, not knowing why they were all holding weapons, though they know that they should leave. Oh, what's the scary arts here? Meow. Miss Christine? What are you doing here? How come they're leaving? When they were rushing towards me, I suddenly felt my whole body go cold, and lots of different feelings woke up in me at the same time, like they were fighting. But then a breeze blew by. I heard their weapons drop, and my body thawed out too. Like some kind of irresistible force pulled something out of me. Miss Christine tilts her head. She taps her tails twice on the floor, successfully attracting the girl's attention, then points in a direction. They are right in front of the control cabin. That's the MVP. That's Makato. This place is older than I thought it'd be. Wow, the devices here are all previous gen stuff. But that's good news for us, since they're all sealed off to prevent dust and corrosion, and there's no smart locks or anything. Even I'd find it pretty tough to learn how to hack on the spot. Let me see. The storm's moving faster than the plate, so just reversing's a no-go. Turning's the best way out. But trying to change direction when the plate's already so close to the catastrophe, no, I can't worry about that. Where's the backup navigational system? Here it is. First, open the lock. Great, I'm in. Then, Tippy takes a deep breath and hopes she remembers the steps right. Pull the lever all the way down. Ooh, how complex. How elegant of a solution. Bang! Tippy's thrown against a wall by a huge force. The entire engine layer shakes, with all sorts of strange mechanical noises ringing throughout the tiny space. That was the plate's waist jerking around, with every segment of the threads below now trying to respond to the change. Wrong lever, oh no! The steel giant under her feet is now fighting its own immense and unstoppable inertia by steering sideways, trying to avoid the storm right up ahead. Tippy feels her teeth ache. She does not know if it will manage to turn in time or how long it will take. All she can do is pray. Even a little shift will do. We'll have a tiny, tiny chance as long as we don't hit the storm's core. It has to work. It has to work. I have to see her one more time. Elegant lady. Miss Christine shakes her tails, jumping in front of the little Berry to smell the changes in her mood. A brief relief after achieving her goal, along with confusion and pain from a friend's betrayal, but why is there also a hint of suppressed madness? No, that smell does not belong to the girl. Miss Christine jerks her head up, looking towards a place she cannot see, a companion who has been with her the whole time. Lucien feels sympathy towards the other person, which means he's currently experienced twice the pain. Oh no. Oh no. I'll give him a big hug later. Miss Christine is somewhat displeased. She cannot help but recall the night when the Crimson Troop was destroyed, as Lucien sang under the name Blood Diamond. It is no good omen. Uh-oh. 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 This is not good, not good. How are you so calm, Lucien? Oh dear. Are you disappointed? Unmoved by what I've done? A mannequin pounces on him. While it is an inanimate object, Lucien feels a strong depressive aura that suddenly turns into elation and ecstasy. As Lucien touches the mannequin, the emotions turn into energy, forcing him backwards. Uh-oh. Dalton. There's no doubt these are the feelings Dalton had right before his final rehearsal. Why don't you fight back? Do you have that little interest in me, babe? But ever since you've played the part of the messenger and spoke those lines about fate, I haven't been able to take my eyes off you. Oh my gosh, girl. Move. Skadoosh, there's only room for one crazy woman in this household. That's me. That's me. I'm the crazy woman here. Come here, I'll fight you. Michael. The mannequin passes on Moira's emotions as she turns to Michael, the excessive yet artificial man who always wore his heart on his sleeves. What kind of emotions are you hiding inside yourself? You let me feel fear and danger, so much danger. Shelley, Shelley, in the final moments of her life, the neurotic coordinator, was completely wrecked by her own fear. Turning emotions into tangible energy, and any object that passes through your hands becomes a medium to release it. So these are your originium arts. I see why he chose you, why he led you to become what you are now. A prop master, strings, puppets, all images born just for the stage. When you forgot yourself, a person becomes a play. Come, join our performance, Lucien. If you're right, and that man roused my abilities... Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. If you're right, and that man roused my abilities, then as his real student, you will make the best dance partner. Moira laughs and cries loudly. 1,000 expressions flash across her face, filling the prop room with suffocating energy. There is nowhere for Lucien to run. Fine. What? Moira, I will sing for you. As you wish. Oh my gosh, this guy. I want to hear him sing, but also, why must he sing for that girl? Moira, if you're not dead by the end of this, I think you should watch your back. Anyways, so I'm not gonna wipe off the blood. I need to be ready. The Blood Diamond song is a kind of misfortune for both himself and the audience. It will rip my throat apart. No, Lucien, don't do it for her. It will rip my throat apart, sending pain straight into your ears. No, don't do it, Lucien. Don't do it. And you will either die or spend the rest of your life with its melody reverberating in your mind. If you willingly ignore the truth in your hands, if you're satisfied by such falsehoods, if you can only approach him by destroying yourself, then allow me to relieve your pain and enter the stage once more. Don't do it! No! Will we get to hear him sing, though? Moira hears a song. Why couldn't that be me? The emotions within flood into her, overwhelming even the song itself. She does not understand what Lucien is singing about. She only feels joy, fear, doubt, rage, hatred, and sorrow 100 times stronger than her own. Before she's completely washed away by the emotions, she cannot help but think, what sort of experiences must one go through to understand such revelations? Or was he simply forced to learn it all within the despair of having nothing at all? Oh my gosh, guys. Not Despacito or Baby Shark, don't do it. Why couldn't that be me, guys? Why couldn't that be me? Troop leader, Whiteflower is still waiting for us for the curtain call. Why have we come here? This is just a river. There's nothing here at this time of night. I'm afraid Whiteflower will be upset by tonight's sparse audience. For this river here is the final stage. Tell them, playwright, what does the revised ending look like? The magician's assistant and the lucky audience member, who both died on stage, are stuffed into prop boxes and thrown into the river. Once the dust settles, they will wake up and emerge from the river under the stars. They use their storied deaths to distance themselves from their prison of nightmares. That's Blood Diamond and Abyss? Wait, didn't they return to the castle already? Why would they be here? Are they running away? Oh. Wait, is this when they ran away though? I thought like Lucien like killed them all. Oh no, they failed. It seems our travel plans have been interrupted, Abyss. What? How? The magician's assistant and lucky audience member came back to life. Now, This is true magic. With this crowd's looking on, it would seem he's a fan of this new improvised ending. Let's go back. He's waiting for us. Go back? We can still run, Lucien. Come with me. The river's wide enough, and he's far enough away. If you choose to flee now, he'll let you go. But fear will seep into your bones and torment you for the rest of your life. I'll go back to him, learn all his skills, uncover his secrets, and then destroy it all. And this good dude, you know? The laces on Lucien's shirt sure are loose in this art. I'm thankful for that, I'm not complaining. For such is my wretched fate. Fate? Are you sure it's not just proof that you've become entranced with the troupe? With him once more? If this is the pain and despair he has given me, then I will become his fate. Somehow, you always understand him and his twisted aesthetics. Yet you never listened to me. Or maybe you never really wanted to escape. You spent far too long trapped in this nightmare. Fine then. I hope the Crimson Troop's blood diamond will grant a former friend one last favor. Don't chase me. Don't come after me. Too late. Too late. Lucien's gonna come by wearing the phantom cloak, being like, hey, let us part here, friend. We will meet again once this all falls to ruin. Yeah, Phantom's not keeping that promise. He's not. He's gonna be like, hey, gal, how are you doing? Hope Shalem's doing okay. Ooh. At some point, the black creature appears inside the prop room, nimbly avoiding Moira's body. Yes! As she goes over to Lucien. With his knees bent halfway and surrounded by mannequin parts scattered all over the ground, for once, Lucien doesn't perform the gesture of a proper gentleman's salute to her. No! The lady is even more displeased by his actions. Oh no! Cut him some slack, Miss Christine. Where's her body? So I may look at it. Anyways. You haven't sung in a long time, Lucien. Apologies, Miss Christine. Did you hurry here as soon as you could? What a terrible scent. The Zalak compelled you to use your arts, as well as the skills you were so determined to abandon. You do know what sort of situation you've put yourself into, yes? Chaotic, disorderly, uncontrollable, like a ball of unruly yarn I've yet to sort out. And you wish to face him, even end him, as you are now? That is why I've come here, Miss Christine. When I stood up from the river, as Shalem continued to sink below, my mind was already made. This is the performance I've repeated the most. I cannot refuse, nor do I want to. Not until the true end comes. Fine. Perhaps you will become a monster. Listen, Lucien. Ooh. Lucien stays still, but does not look up. The lady sighs, and her azure eyes light up like never before. She shakes her tails, and then her body splits into two identical figures. One walks into Lucien's shadow, the other remains sitting before him, staring. Both Miss Christines speak in a staggered pattern, like a strange duet. This way, she ensures Lucien will hear every word she says. To be honest, I much prefer Phantom. It implies nothing good, but it is a name you came up with yourself. Oh, that's so sweet. Humans are so troublesome. Sometimes I miss the cafe where we met. Your emotions were much more complex and slovenly than they are now. But still, far better than today. The bitterness of your obsession is making me want to sneeze. Go, meet him if you must. If you turn into a madman, I will devour all your emotions, no matter how hard they may be to swallow. Oh, Miss Christine's a real one. She's a real one. If you cease to exist, I will haunt him and figure out a way to make his life miserable. Oh my gosh. Get a gal like Miss Christine here. Get a gal like Miss Christine, okay? After all, he can't do a thing to me. Break a leg, Phantom. Meow. Man, I love Miss Christine. I love her. You know, she makes exception to the male knight's niche, okay? Hurry, hurry! Let me into the underground passage! Hey, did the storm blast your eyes blind? Do you have any idea how long I've been in this queue? Why, I oughta teach you a lesson. No pushing or shoving, please. The passage can only fit 2 at a time, so don't clog up the entrance and leave space for those behind you. There's still time for everyone to get in. Miss Stone, the plate's western path and outer guardrails have been destroyed by the storm. If this keeps up, we won't be able to hold out for long, even in the engine layer. I sent people to move supplies in. If we can survive this calamity, no, I'm sure we'll make it through. Miss Rutherford, you should hurry inside. The storm will tear your dress into shreds. So this is the wind she felt. Huh? What did you say? Nothing. Didn't you go looking for Tippy to discuss the backdrop earlier? Where is she? She seems to have figured something out and took off. I couldn't catch up to her. And we're supposed to be the adults. In the face of a catastrophe, not one of us is as cool-headed and brave as her. Because she doesn't know what fear is yet. Only by experiencing it, hoping through it, and getting crushed by it, will she understand just how idealistic it is to keep going. Is that not the difficulty and charm of film production itself? Don't tell me you want to finish shooting this damn movie even now. Uh-oh. It's getting so intense, guys! Ah, Miss Stone, the supplies are all underground now, and most of the crew too. Thank you, Houghton. You should hurry down yourself. Is there anything else? I asked around, and no one's seen the director ever since we started approaching the storm. A stagehand in charge of the west side told me earlier that the catastrophe destroyed not just the guardrails, but some buildings too. That's where Steven's studio is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yo, this whole stage looks like the stage that's in like Tragodia's EP. The after. The storm showers origin dust all over the exquisite, dream-catching backdrops. In an instant, only the blackened skeletons of a dozen sets remain, slanted supports scattered all over the plate. Oh, bye-bye, thanks for watching! Like a cage crushed into pieces. Lucien pays closer attention to the wind, and it brings more voices. Shouts and sobs, scolding and cursing, sincere prayers and subconscious wailing. The hands of the fate and the play staged by nature will not allow everyone time to take their positions. Lucien walks into the ruins. He sees a figure that absolutely could have not shown up there, or shown up here, right now. This is gonna be Tragodia. Let me wipe off this blood off my... Let's wipe off this blood. Oh. Oh my gosh. This is actually the same stage as... This is the same stage as his EP. That's so cool. The catastrophe shows no respect for the dreams crafted by a man, and the storm has removed Lady Dupont's manor from the scene, leaving only a grand staircase in its wake. Thick clouds lie low, but stage lights still shine onto the steps from afar, turning the ruins into a stage. And if you guys have been to the IS museum, the IS-2 museum in China, I haven't been there, but my friends sent me videos. They have a scene where Lucien is fighting the troop master, and it's also on a staircase. The references are referencing, guys. Hello, gal. a middle-aged man slowly walks up the stairs. Oh. Oh? He tugs on a curtain torn apart by the storm, trying to restore its neatness and beauty. Finally, his efforts pay off as the dirt and dust fall off the cloth, revealing its original shade of red. He grips a bottle in his hand as usual, but is not at all a listless drunkard. He checks the stage right before the show begins. There's no one more dedicated to the work than him. Your habits haven't changed. Do you require assistance? Rosie a corpse. It's almost time, Lucien. You came at the perfect moment. I know. Not surprised? Should I be? Of course you wouldn't. There is no way for a character who is bowed out with a real death to return to the stage. But this is your play, where all sorts of miracles occur. This is where the show begins, and where it should end as well. The playwright might remark on how ingenuously this play has been handled. Or perhaps he would muse on how perfect it all is. Because once you push aside all the theatricality, this is what I look like when officially collaborating with you again, after so many years apart. How's Abyss doing? Oh, my apologies. You're more inclined to call him Shalem, I believe. Traveling, gathering inspiration, disaster relief. In short, he won't be showing up here. Of course, the Crimson Troop has long ceased to exist, and I'm glad to see the both of you walk out from its haze. A new role, a new life, a new home. Home with me, yeah. I see the company known as Rhodes Island has provided you many a revelation. But you? Why have you come here, child? Should I not have? No. You are our most important individual now, as the curtains are about to fall out on this new play. I'm already on the stage after all. Of course. The marvelous scene we saw at the opening of the show was all thanks to you and him. Oh dear. Oh boy. Dalton personally handed you the weapon that would kill him, and his death raised the curtains of the story. And you witnessed it all through his eyes. Lucien, surely you felt something was off the moment you held the knife. While I was relieved to confirm it, I was also curious. Why exactly did you swing that blade with zero hesitation? Once an actor takes the stage, everything unexpected must become part of the performance. Your lessons have been engraved into my mind, and nothing more. Troop leader. Ooh. Catboy's here. Oh, bro. Is he really just flexing on all of us right now? Oh my gosh, he even brought the spotlights. Name a flashier guy. Long time no see, Lucien. Bro, he really just made a huge entrance, huh? What makes a great villain? It's presentation. Yeah, we did it. Okay. Ooh, last one. Let's see. Okay, I don't know who's in here. Wait. I didn't read the little story bits. I'm gonna just skim this here. Your favorite lead. Once you left, we shall be reunited once more. She danced regardless for ultimate fate. Her soul has experienced 100,000 lives. I cannot hold back any longer. Lucien, my blood diamond, my child. Take the stage with me. Bow for the curtain call, and let us live a new life together. Yeah, let's read it. And then, I'm gonna let Tragodia get the cat au natural. Let's switch you. I kind of want you Sanctum Mika Sperato. And I want Logos, please. And I think I'm good. Let's go. He's a super villain, exactly. The only thing that saves is his presentation. I think Tragodia looks pretty cool. He's not husbando material though. Lucien's way better. My deepest apologies for ruining the play. If you're referring to how you dealt with that Moira girl, then you owe me no apologies, Lucy. Look how flashy. He even has like a galaxy in his hair, man. He's so fine. With your intellect, I can only assume you figured out the original ending of the story. An old case from 5 years ago, and a catastrophe... I can't speak. A catastrophe that arrives right on cue, but the storm and the delayed judgment rain down from his plate. The Zalek, who once stood outside the story, slowly walks to the center of the stage and kills all those burdened with sin. Later, she comes to realize that everything she's done has been driven by delusion. She awakens, hollowed out, broken, and judges the last remaining soul. Herself. And you? This is so peak. This is absolute cinema. And I agree, junk name, Harold would do that. In the script, you are the messenger who happens to pass through, the insignificant newcomer to the cast. You are so far removed from the core conflict, yet in the end, you become the one who ties all the threads back together. Hello, bird! The more unexpected the coincidence, the more shocking it is when the inevitable unfolds. This is the allure of the drama, something you and I have experienced countless times. So, you haven't ruined a thing. You've merely added to the performance. Just like what you've done for the troupe. I've suffered all manner of tragedy in my quest to find you. Naturally. The troupe's mark at the auction was insufficient proof of my existence, I suppose. Thankfully. After all these years, death, or rather, destruction, remains a plot device you wield so well, the ending you so cherish. Oh, child, how I wish you could appreciate its beauty. Do I? I wouldn't say I appreciate it, but I am very familiar with it. I've acted in so many plays. I've killed so many people. My hands are drenched with blood. That is the education and training I received in my childhood, the life you instilled in me. You are my best student, Lucien. Before the climactic finale arrives, let us review the performance so far. You and I know this routine all too well. The troupe leader smiles and bows towards Lucien. His scepter, wrapped by his tail, points towards the approaching catastrophe clouds, like a pen dipped in ink. A familiar scene unfolds before Lucien's eyes. He knows he can't refuse. No, this is what he came for. Lucien gives a silent nod. First, we have Dalton. We got the summary, guys, so if you weren't here, here's your summary, I'm guessing. Originally, this middle-aged actor who resembled nothing more than a walking corpse didn't feel this scene was all that significant. He offered up what little lucidity he could muster, summoned the last dregs of his acting instincts, recited his few remaining lines, and had held out until the director called cut, all to earn just enough for another night of drinking. He has never mourned the actress who died because of him, nor reminisced about his once spirited past. He was not even ashamed of his current sorry state. You manipulated him. Indeed, without my intervention, he would have never taken it upon himself to retrieve the swap knife and deliver it to you. It's going great, Rook. We're doing a summary now. Is the Danganronpa part? Yes. But I never commanded him to put his chest up to the blade. By the time you were acting opposite him, he was already fully awake, fully aware of the danger he was in. Lucien, your talent shines just as brightly in film as it did on the stage. Your performance awakened his memories, reminding him of how great an actor he once was, of a time when he was immersed in his roles, expressing real emotions, joy, sorrow, fury, and mirth. In that moment, the messenger fully slipped into character, while the looming threat of financial ruin warped Sir Dupont's thoughts. He had to cover up the truth. He had to do whatever it took to kill the person before him, without pausing to think that his own blade might be turned on him. You were right there with him. You know better than anyone just how intense his fear and anger were in that moment. As a farewell performance, it was nearly perfect. Indeed, death's imminent approach did not frighten him. Instead, it ignited his competitive fire, which had long been dulled by drink. He performed with unrestrained zeal. It was exhilarating. Then there was Michael and Marianne. The philandering actor and the shrewd costume designer were found hanging above their own set, their farcical romance laid bare for all to see. Their union was both shameful and absurd, a mess of indulgent desire, scheming ambition, mutual disdain, and mutual exploitation. There wasn't a trace of anything real about them, inside or out. Even Michael, even his ears and tail were fake. Their death served no purpose, save for giving that camera assistants a juicy bit of gossip to peddle. Oh, that's sad. But you, Lucien, you were at the scene. Even the cat could taste the lingering emotions left behind. When Moira knocked on that door, when the footsteps of death drew near, in that fleeting moment where there were no time to think, I'm sure you know what each of them did. Tear stains. What a fascinating detail. Tear stains lingered in the corner of his eyes. None of the three Rockefeller brothers had ever shown Lady Dupont such heartfelt emotion. That fireman's axe was originally meant for Marianne. Yet Michael shielded her from harm, exposing himself to the blade instead. What? I didn't notice that. Holy, Michael, you sleazebag, you have a redeeming feature. Holy, I didn't know Michael actually felt that way. In the last moments of their lives, that man and that woman who were up to that point had been attacking each other, instinctively protected each other. Oh my gosh, whoa. Whoa, that was a twist, I didn't expect that. They confirmed their true feelings for one another. Although this, by itself, is not worthy of praise. You're correct, my child. However, the audience had already taken their seats. What did they expect to see in this illusion of light and sound? Ultimately, the schemers will end up with nothing, while the hedonists are devoured by their own desires, yes? Naturally, it's the neatest kind of story, just an excuse to trot out well-worn platitudes. They would never imagine that a flawed, unworthy love could still be real and still turn heads. Just as those two never imagined there would be a moment when they grew feelings for each other. Made possible by death? Made possible by death. Oh, bro. Oh my gosh, wait, let me just adjust my headphones. They're like slipping off. Oh my gosh. And then, of course, there was Moira, the one I had the highest hopes for, before you showed up. Moira rebuilt her faith through another's death. Every detail about Laura was etched into her mind. Her name, her eating habits, her unmistakable smile, her extraordinary life, her violent end, and the killers who still hadn't been brought to justice. Grief, anger, doubt, hatred, every emotion that rose within her set fire to a buried past and to herself. She directed this entire performance. Why do you insist on downplaying your own role in all of this? It was you who inserted that ad-libbing, forcing a past that did not originally exist into her mind, bringing Laura into her life. Yes, and what of it? Look at her. She's dancing. You were her dance partner back then. You must have felt it. She isn't like the children from the Crimson Troop, who'd been receiving White Flower's training since they were young. But when you look at her dancing, her physique, her tears, her smile, she's acting out a version of life, or perhaps crafting a kind of truth, or perhaps she no longer has any constraints and can be whoever she wants to be. She will dance through the countless people's lives, dithyramb unending, oh, that's the title drop of the banner, until her mind and body can no longer bear the weight of those emotions. Or maybe she'll finally encounter you, or some other fool seeking the truth, and one night finally awaken from her dream and end her own life. Regardless of her ultimate fate, her soul will be rich and fulfilled. Regardless of her ultimate fate, she is no longer just a nameless prop maker from the frontier, no longer a Zalek with nothing and no one to hold on to. But she's dead. You're as talkative as ever, troop leader. It has been a long time since you spoke about someone with such passion. Not since you, Lucien. I don't deny that I've exerted my influence on Moira. I encouraged her, just as I once encouraged you. My child, have you forgotten? If not for your thirst to perform, you would have died long ago. When that catastrophe drove you from your home, when you lost your parents, when you found yourself adrift in that towering castle among strangers, you said, "It's intense. Only when I'm in character on the stage, that's the only time my loneliness disappears." This is in the manga, guys, go read it. The only time I feel like I belong. This scene hurts so hard in the manga, guys. You have to read it if you haven't. You're right, Jintako. That does look like a pine cone. I thought the same way. I don't know what was the inspiration behind the pine cone. You clung to that feeling, and it kept you alive. You and Moira, you're both natural-born actors. You both create sorrow and joy from nothing, and use those emotions to survive. Hello, Brian. Long time no see. No one can ignore your brilliance. And for the both of you, my two children, death shall be your teacher. Nope. Oh, Fennel Bush. Oh, Fennel Bush. That makes me appreciate it a lot more. Thank you, Junk. Do you still remember when you hit the wall in your development? When you could not draw inspiration from anything and were unable to power your performance? That was when you thrust that originium into your throat without hesitation. Then you felt the grip of death, of your unescapable fate. It gave you fear, jealousy, sorrow, anger, shame, and greed, emotions once foreign to you. And after witnessing all of these things, your heart has become a mirror. It fueled your desire to dismantle authority, your thirst for destruction. It gave you an endless night and a song that never ceases. It turned the unassuming Lucien into a gleaming blood diamond. Blood diamond. My eternal moniker. Think of Dalton Child. Think of Michael and Marianne, and of Laura and Moira. Look at all these souls still struggling through the catastrophe. And look at yourself. You're right. Death is still the device I wield best, and the ending I've always favored. But I do not see death as destruction. It drives the mighty to disgrace themselves, the devoted to break their commandments, the pure to sink into filth, and the heroic to commit treachery. It gives strength to the dejected, compels the silent to shout their ideals, draws real emotion from the self-absorbed, and frees the timid from their inhibitions. It shows climbers the next foothold, and gives the far-sighted the courage to leap. It turns the self-proclaimed beacons into the real thing. It sows meaning and water's flaws. It cultivates truth and fertilizes falsehoods. It turns dying flesh into blooming flowers and engraves what would fade without a trace. It is agony with a relief and overflowing inspiration. It is drama's cause and consequence, its flesh and its soul, the great force behind creation, the law and tether that binds every ideology, every style, every exploration. I think I know where Phantom gets his habit for yapping from, I think. It's the appointed end, where all things return to dust. The troop leader returns to Lucien, that same smile still lingering on his lips. The wind and sand howl around them, but he remains unfazed. Child, death is also our chance to reunite. Ugh. And oh, Jongnim, I didn't notice that. That's really cool. I knew the wine cup was, but I didn't know the grape coloring was. What a shame. Quite a monologue, yet such little applause. Because I am the only one standing across from you, and the only one who ever could. Stabby, stabby. Noise sounds out from all directions, and Lucien listens intently. Come on, just get him, sick him. Sick him. Bring a gun. I'm kidding. You can't use a gun. You're not a sancta. The catastrophe rages. Miss Christine lets out a low howl, something she would normally never do. Their newly acquainted companions scatter in panic, crying out for help in vain. As the troop leader said, death is unfolding on stage. What began with a few intense scenes has now taken over the entire production. You say death is our chance to reunite. I completely agree. So I won't waste this opportunity. No, don't die, please. If I may, I'd like to share a few thoughts of my own, now that you've finished your analysis. After all, both you and I know this routine by heart. Oh dear. The storm snaps off part of the scaffold, sending a shower of sparks. A nearby rug catches fire, and the flames leap dangerously close to Lucien's side. But he does not even flinch. He stares intently at the person standing before him and removes his hat. Oh my gosh. He's so fine. Oh, he's so fine. I can't scream because my mom's in the other room, but all this time, ever since you reappeared, why haven't you mentioned the many times I've betrayed you? Why? Because that is unimportant. Because you are still you, child. Getting lost in madness, then returning to clarity, leaving only to later return. After all the trials and tribulations, a hard-won reunion is all the most precious. In the end, time can forgive all grievances. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted with how beautiful he is. Is that so? I used to think the Crimson Troop was your quill, your canvas, and your trap. I thought that in this chaotic world, your audience sought solace in your performances. I thought you were omnipresent and that no one could ever escape your grasp. Which is why the plan that I, Shalem, and the playwright came up with failed. Oh, you had a plan. Back then, I was young, naive, and full of pride. We believed we had seen the troop for what it really was, but our carefully planned escape turned out to be just another act in your grand play. In the end, Shalem fled from you in fear, while I came to you. You returned to my side. That was the moment when you decided to learn all my techniques. You resolved to learn everything you could about the troop, then use that information to destroy it. Your plan was to use death to stop death, and to use destruction to stop destruction. Whiteflower, blade dance, shadows, the teachers you once learned from all died by your hands. As did I. I remember my voice, wild and cracking with rage, and the sudden warmth that surged from your chest the moment the blade went in. I thought I destroyed the Crimson Troop for good. And despite all that, I still failed. You didn't die. Because death is ever present, and drama is eternal. Eternal, yes. But after that, I devoted even more time to studying all your greatest works, including myself. I wore down your eternity, as any slow-witted disciple might. And at last, I arrived, once more stepping into your proud creation, a theater of death, of tragedy, of art. Now at last, the catastrophe has finished setting our final stage. Troop leader, my dear teacher, or perhaps I should call you Tragodia. I'm going to destroy everything that is yours. Lucien unfastens his inhibitor at his throat. The exposed originium crystals gleam, as if already rejoicing at the song to come. Oh my gosh! He offers the troop leader a deep bow, as the clouds behind him come crashing down. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yes, it's time to utai, guys. We're gonna utai harder than anyone else has utaied before. We got this. Oh my gosh, this music's great. Okay, let's see how we should do this. Let's use thorns so thorns can start breaking this stuff. Google Play, if you crash, I'm going to crash out. Out of all the times to crash, do not crash right now. Okay, we're gonna put you here. I see a spotlight. Like a door. What if Tragodia comes from that door, you know? So he likes a spotlight, you know? I don't know which way he's going, but... Nope, never mind, he's there. Death is ever present, the drama's eternal. Bro, it would be so cool if Tragodia came from that door, you know? Like, break the rules. It's red. I'm just saying. Wow, this song's beautiful. Okay, of course we're gonna put Tragodia somewhere, I just don't know where. Let's put him here. And then... Medic. Here. Oh my gosh. How should I do this? Who can be a good bait for you? Bitch. Bait. There, beautiful. Okay, there. Go! Go! No, I wanted to hit your... I want to hit Tragodia. Okay, can I? Okay, let's use the cat. Did I? Oh, I didn't bring a medic defender. That's so smart of me, guys. I'm so very smart. Wait, this is me confused. Look, these like spotlights are like pointing at each other. What are they gonna do about it? Oh. Okay, let's put Cat there, and then heal yourself. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Do you need to be in the spotlight, my boy? Okay, wait. Spotlight. Here. Wait, why are you running? Whoa, why are you running? Don't run. Okay, go, cat. Go! Mika Sperato! Do you think he has a face too? He probably does. Oh shoot, oh no! What? How? Oh. Hold up. Beep. Oh no. Go back to light. Dude! This is my play, you're ruining it. Vigil's just there chilling. Like, this whole place here, I don't even know what's going on. It's a shame that I couldn't read his enemy description because, you know, it's not unlocked the first time, but... C'est la vie. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna put you over here so that... Okay, he has second phase. Oh crap, just kidding. Okay, wait, we gotta fix this. This way. Wait. Out. Go away, leave your boyfriend. Okay, shoot. They knew Tragodia was here, so, I can't exactly reach that, can I? Go! This way! How can I do this? Yes, maybe? Or... I don't know, there's no medals for this, right? Okay, I'm just gonna put you here. And I'm gonna put you here. Even though Harold is like literally healing none of you. I'ma put... Oh, walk here. Oh, come on! What? Buddy! What beefed you? What the... I see. He probably has an ability that, you know, that prevents him from, or his ability that prevents cameras from working. Great. It's okay. He probably takes massively reduced damage too when out of a camera, but it's fine. See, I still got it. It's just one more guy. One more guy. Here, we're just gonna put him here. Yes. Come on. You got this. You got this. Yes. Yes. Go, go, go. The cat can't reach that. Just kidding. I don't got this. Oh my gosh, come here faster. Please. What are you doing with Vigil? No. Spare Vigil. Spare him. Spare him. And you're not dead. Awkward. Now you're dead. Brute force, ignore mechanic. You see, I do like using mechanics, but the game didn't give me opportunity to read the mechanic yet, okay? So if I died once, I would have actually read it properly, okay? The flickering lights of the ancient castle, the bloodied corpses of the teachers, the hollow wind in the darkness. Forgetting all of that was not difficult. Until one day, when Lucien, who had by this time become an assassin, had a dream. No, not the CG! Yes, the X-Stage will make sure, I bet. He's still in the old castle, still in that empty hall, sitting alone, singing under the lights, with all the former members of his troop standing behind. This scene in the manga was so powerful too. It's okay. Carnage, we're gonna learn about the mechanic after we read this. As alive as ever. Child, we cannot truly erase our past. There will always be traces of them. Do you think I'm scared? No. I've simply confirmed that I've yet to fully tear out the ad-libbing you've inserted into my life. In other words, you are still here. But you're correct. We cannot simply erase our past. There will always be traces of them. So, to bring your story to an end, I've been walking the same path you once did for all this time. I traveled across the entire land. Ooh. Calais was a Gaulish border city. When the allied nations suddenly turned on them, Calais was thrown under siege. I'm butchering this name, by the way. If you guys know how to pronounce Calais, let me know. Yet thanks to its powerful cannons and the general hailed as the imperial standard bearer, Calais held fast for months. The general stood atop the wall, refusing sleep, refusing rest, and refusing to give ground. With their banner still flying high, even the wariest soldiers held the line. C'est le? Oh, c'est French. Ah, c'est le, oui, oui. Okay, got it. Thanks. Until the unthinkable happened, and General's most trusted lieutenant opened the gates, a clear act of betrayal. Wait, so is it Calais or Sele? Sala? Let's Google Calais. But then if it's French, you go L-A-I-S. Has to be Le. But now is it Calais? Calais or Saleh? Kale. The Emperor of Gaul had given up on Saleh? If it's French, it should be soft, right? Oh, just Calais? Okay, let's try to attempt the French. Saleh? Salsa? As by then, its fate was sealed. The imperial standard bearer had refused to surrender out of honor, and the trusted lieutenant believed he ought to stand by his general. After all, they'd already braved so many life-or-death situations together over the decades. But he knew that holding the line would only lead to more bloodshed, that the city was doomed to become a graveyard. Perhaps that battle-worn soldier simply realized that although there was no perfect choice, there's a way that would allow him to atone for his sins. He persuaded the general, who had long since become exhausted, to take a 10-minute break. He seized his opportunity to open the gate. Before the Allied forces could enter the city, he drove his sword through his own heart. The traitor ended up being the most tragic casualty of the war. But that is ancient history now, Lucien. So ancient that many of the details have been lost to the river of time. Victoria, Lithuanian, I spent months traveling between more than a dozen cities across different nations, and at last I found an aging vanguard on the brink of death. The guard had seen the towering flames of Calais with his own eyes. I'm pronouncing this every wrong word, like wrong. I'm pronouncing this like every single time we are like reading this. I'm just pronouncing it in a different word. Calais. Saleh. Saleh. He had found a badge on the traitor's corpse. Two faces turned away from each other, one smiling, the other weeping. Oh my. We all know what that symbolizes, dear teacher. Then I suppose you made the other discoveries as well. Oh yeah, he found the coin as well. The coin for Tragodia's module. Even earlier in Laterano. Over 200 years ago, a brilliant cardinal was struck down by gun knights in the plaza in front of the basilica. Wait a minute. Question. So remember the law, if you shoot another sancta with the gun, you become a fallen sancta, don't you? So like what are the exceptions again? He was intelligent and compassionate, known as the sancta closest to the Lord. At just 30 years old, he was already widely regarded as the Pope's heir apparent. But then he changed. He grew radical, unyielding, unwieldy. He started preaching, rallying followers, and reaching out to foreign envoys, all in an attempt to check the Pope's authority. Oops. Let's see, the exceptions when the law feels like it. Makes sense. Until the situation deteriorated into a religious coup that threatened the entire city-state. The Pope was critically wounded, and the gun knights were deployed. Man, the Pope is such a cool guy, though. That would be an usurper? Usurper. Became the only cardinal in history of Laterano to die during a coup. No one knows what exactly happened to him. At some point, in one of the Ecclesia Requiem, he had a chance encounter with a passing feline. But of course, that was hardly a lead worth chasing. It must have taken some effort for you to uncover all this. Like Anduin shot at the Pope and didn't fall. Yeah. So it's like, whenever the law feels like it, I guess. Oh, it's another Pope too. Okay, for this one? Okay. Bye, Sarai. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for modding. Indeed, it was quite troublesome. Usurper. Okay, got it. I merely offered that sancta a bit of truth. He was already terminally ill, you know? Yes, Rook, yeah! Unlike the incompetent Pope, who knew only how to interpret scriptures, his own zealousness knew no bounds. But with the limited time, he might not have been able to put his ideals into practice, to hear the church bells ring in the new era. You see, once you start adding your own flair into like scripture and the word, the holy word of God, you're just blasphemizing, you know? You're just trash. That's how cult starts, you know? But in truth, the moment the cardinal struck down the Pope and he came to senses, he realized that death had never caught up with him at all. His sudden clarity only plunged him deeper into madness, base with the ruin he had wrought. Did he choose to walk willingly into the gun knight's sights? The expression's so good. a microcosm of political tragedy from which many of the troop plays took root. Quite a pity, isn't it? Oh. Ooh. Iberia. Bro, we are Mr. Worldwide right now. Usurper. It was during the glorious golden age. The golden age will come again. I forgot the lyrics already. Whoopsies. The lighthouses lit up an approaching ship, only for people to discover it carried nothing but whispering winds from the ocean depths. Ticket stubs stamped with the image of the twins' faces were scattered across the deck, and they drifted along with the ship in silence. The lost sailors sing. In sight, a young fowl to pick the fruit of pain. Oh my gosh. Amidst the spires of Lithuanian, ancient arts recorded the nobles' laments and desperate cries. Exiled infant to arrive at joyful death. The encampment covered in thick snow. Weeds walk their own path. The city in the depths of the sands. Through tears, falsehoods, and riddles. Okay, I'm glad they're speeding it up. He leaves the bed of withered flowers. As much as I like looking at Lucien's face, I think the pink cat is yapping a little bit too much. You are everywhere. I followed the path you once walked. I crossed the lands, encountering all manner of people and unearthing all manners of secrets, until at last, buried in ancient tombs and tangled rumors, I uncovered your name, Tragodia. However, the legendary Tragodia is a god beloved by the people. He wears a crown of grapevines. He's both intoxicated and intoxicating. He bestows joy and grace. He greets the farmers as they bring in their yearly harvest, guiding them from wilderness to civilization through revelry and celebration. But the true god of wine is a deceitful caster, a performer, an ascetic, a schemer, a firebrand, a phantom drifting through the currents of history, a long-lived that defies definition. Your perseverance astonished me, child, even more so than the painstaking devotion you once showed in your performances. Oh dear. And yet, when you look back at the path I've taken, shouldn't that be enough to affirm the purpose I've been chasing? Bro, I want to take all these ageless, and they gotta fight each other, man. They gotta brawl each other. I want to see what happens. As human affairs fade into obscurity, I found and built what I came to see as the ultimate vessel for beauty, the theater. I have lived long enough to see the very concept of theater become obsolete. At last, after tasting both joy and sorrow, I came to understand the precise conditions under which the most fervent emotions bloom. I founded the troupe, through which I've taught this knowledge to you. Oh, really? That contradicts what I've learned from my research. Hasn't death always walked by your side? That grand theory of yours about death and destruction was never the result of hard-won insight. You simply believed in it, and saw beauty in it, and so did theater. Let's set aside for the moment the brilliance or depravity of human nature that emerges in times of desperations, and turn to some more fundamental questions. From Laterana to Gaul, from Iberia to Sargon, from the old castle to this catastrophe-stricken land, you directed so many performances that shook the soul. So why have you allowed them to be lost to history? You don't want them to be remembered? You exalt the irrational and unpredictable, so why must every story have the same ending? Ruin, yes, spit those facts, Lucien, spit those facts. Well, what do you think the answer is, my child? Tell me. Because it makes everything and everyone unverifiable, both within the theater and beyond. Because it grants you authority, lets you justify yourself, and turns your so-called beauty into the only possible resolution? Ooh. Steven? If you're still alive, say something! Greta? Oh my gosh, we've finally done the yap off, guys. You really did lock yourself up in your office. What happened outside? It's too much to explain right now. In short, the entire plate is on a collision course with a catastrophe, and everyone else is already evacuated to the power deck. Are you alright? I'm just pouring some water. I've been yapping too much now. I need to hydrate. Yeah, something's wrong. The ceiling came down my leg. I can't move. I'll rescue you. It's okay. You can have matching prosthetic legs with Harold. He's a very dapper guy. Damn it! The broken column has sealed the door shut. The strongest yapper in history. I guess the strongest yapper of today. I'm a yapper too. See, we're match made in heaven. It's really heavy. Just wait a moment. Stay with me. Keep talking. We gonna die. Miss Stone, only now do I understand that I am in no way, shape, or form a genius. Huh? That God came to see me. He hasn't abandoned me. He's shown me a new way of thinking. Actually, he's always been teaching me. I like to think I make good use of my characters' deaths, of every desperate situation to nourish my stories. I did try that, after all, in The Lady of Death Dupont. Why else would it be called that? Laura from 5 years ago, and now Dalton, Shelley, Michael, and Marianne. Each of their deaths was steeped in drama, vivid, poignant, and all too real. Those fragments are like autumn leaves, crimson as blood, and scattered everywhere. Each one is enough to stain the blank canvas of my mind with vivid color. But still, I can't write an ending that satisfies me. I still haven't figured out what kind of scene Lady Dupont's death ought to be. Please, Melanie, please survive. If death and destruction are the way of the god of theater, if they're the skills a true genius of the stage must master, well, I mean, I've never been able to learn them. You know, here's my theory. Death of Dupont doesn't have to mean a literal death. It could literally just mean she takes away her name, she gets a new identity, and she runs away with someone who actually cares about her. I'm just a worthless hack. Oh, for the love of Borgnine, how could you be so stupid? Huh? Steven, the script auctions are anonymous. You know that, right? Dalton, Abner, everyone in the crew has been shaped by what happened 5 years ago. I brought them together on purpose. But you were the one exception. When I approved the outline for the script, I had no idea it was written by you. Oh, get that hope. I simply felt, from the bottom of my heart, that the story of Lady Dupont, a woman trapped by her brother's lies and need for control, and tormented by the desires of the 3 so-called suitors, was worth my vote of approval. I knew she'd be a great protagonist for an amazing story, whether she lived or died. I have never doubted my own vision. Whew. Hey, say something. What are you getting all melodramatic for while I'm out here hauling rocks? So it turns out I just don't agree with... What are you saying? Saget! So it turns out I don't agree with the god's methods. Yeah, he's not a real one, man. Greta. There we are. I did it. This place is about to collapse. I'll help you. Come on. Oh, dang. Thanks for saying all these references. I would have never gotten. I don't watch much movies. No, the set. Wait. Miss Stone. What now? Greta helps hold Steven steady as they both come to a stop, and he looks to the side. There's a wall. Only half of it is still standing. Faint remnants of vivid graffiti stand out harshly against the grimy, dim surroundings. It's a giant promotional mural Tippy had painted for the crew, and by some stroke of luck, the title card remains unscathed amidst all the wind and flying debris. The death of Lady Dupont. Stephen raises a bloodstained arm and with considerable effort wipes away the first 3 words. Do we get to see it? No, I guess not. Oh my gosh, hi, half a cup of rice, hello. It is very basic. Oh my god. It's beautiful. Not even the most imaginative set designer in Rankwood could have created a scene like this. Who's to say that ending a film shoot under the shadow of a catastrophe isn't, in fact, the most fitting conclusion of all? This isn't just a publicity stunt. I'm finding myself more and more impressed by Greta's resolve. Who's filming this? Abner says. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get back to the power deck. It's way too dangerous out here. Hey Melanie, leading lady, where are you going? Have you gone mad? Abner, you, all of you, never really believed this leading lady could make a comeback with this film, did you? You don't even think we'll finish filming it. Huh. Honestly, I feel the same. I mean, we don't even have an ending figured out yet, and this whole plate's about to collapse. But that doesn't mean you have to die for it, does it? Don't die, Melanie. Please don't die. Oh my gosh, so peak. The catastrophe is closing in. The howling wind is nature's roar, its fury written across the face of the clouds. But Melanie still walks forward to face it. No, Melanie, no. Oh my gosh. Who said I have a death wish? Who says Lady Dupont has a death wish? Who says Lady Dupont is meant to die under her brother's oppression, felled by the swords of the 3 Rockefellers at the hands of those onlookers who sought to curse her, humiliate her, drive her out? Must death be a symbol? She should instead, on a night no one could have ever foreseen, come on, roll the cameras, walk straight into a storm, just as wild and chaotic as this one, leaving that prison of a castle behind. She shall not perish, because the storm is the chariot that will lead her to freedom. You must have realized, Abner, that on my journey I've always regarded Marianne as my imaginary enemy, yes? Yeah, but I know I'll never catch up to her. She was a true genius, born to inhabit any role she was given. Even fate itself seemed to orchestrate one final catastrophe, just so she could exit the business in a blaze of brilliance. And I'm nobody special. An ordinary woman from a small town who traveled to Rankwood and worked up her way up role by role, film by film for over a decade, gaining experience and recognition. That's why I care so much about seniority, status, and etiquette, the aspects of film culture that so many scoff at, because that sort of recognition is the reward I deserve as an ordinary person. This land is quite cruel to ordinary people, Abner. Marianne's retirement gave me the chance to step into the spotlight, but it took only a single slip-up for me to lose everything I've gained along the way. My acting skills have fallen off a cliff. My reputation is in shambles. I've tried everything I could think of, but I just couldn't seem to get it back. It's ridiculous. I never wanted to admit this, but it's true. If Marianne hadn't retired, I never had caught up to her. And right this very moment, this catastrophe is destroying the entire plate, along with my last hope. But couldn't you also say fate is smiling upon me? At least I finally have the courage to let go of my inhibitions. The courage to... At least I finally mustered the courage to take this first leap. Come to me, Lady Dupont. Come with Melanie Rutherford and dance together with the catastrophe. Even if no one is filming us. Bro, your comments, guys, are making me laugh and choke on my water. This is peak writing, guys, so peak. What are you still doing here, Abner? Huh. Check your camera. You didn't turn on, did you? What? What do you mean? What if I'd gotten swept away by the storm? What if your camera had accidentally captured my death just like before? The last thing I want is to belittle your work and force you to once again resent the tool of your trade. You know, Abner, I've always thought you were dumb. Hey, what would you know? That footage you accidentally recorded back then at least stands as irrefutable evidence, ensuring that a girl named Laura wouldn't vanish from this land without a trace. Although I couldn't say if that's enough meaning for it to meet your exacting standards. Friedkin, Kubrick, I am an idiot. This dream-making machine was only made in the first place because people wanted more eyes to see the land with. How long can you hold on, Melanie? I hope I don't break this thing. Let's finish this filming. Oh la la, that would have been such peak. You should have filmed that, guys. Buddy, you should film this one too. Can you see them? Can you hear them? Those still fighting to survive the catastrophe. Nothing ever truly comes from nothing, not even the most wondrous of art, and it is never death that suddenly awakens the lost or steals the mind, or timid. They always had it in them. Oh, that expression. So answer my question, Tragodia. Are you attempting to remind me that death would simply end the story, this performance? That there would nary be a trace left after the curtains fall? That I will have, objectively speaking, escaped any and all scrutiny and criticism of your work? That I am a thin-skinned artist? You really did an interesting angle, Lucien. Or find, my bad. Perhaps what you say is right. Or perhaps what you say is right. But how are you going to change the ending that has already been written? That child, Tippy, really did adjust the path of the mobile plate using only techniques she picked up from watching film reels. But the shift in its trajectory was insufficient. Nearly half the plate remains on a collision course with the storm. Lucien, you faced a catastrophe when you were young. You should know that one of that scale will destroy everything on this plate. Lucien gently strokes the crystal on his throat. Ooh, I haven't sung since releasing the inhibitor. Oh, he's gone full mode now. Singing. It is Blood Diamond's song. The song that once lit up countless stages before dying out amidst the darkness of that old castle. Today, it echoes once more. The sound passes through cracks in the ruins, and the catastrophe itself ringing clearly in everyone's ears. Uh-oh. Singing with such total devotion? No. It seems that dreams can also be used as barriers. This is the first time I've ever seen you use your arts in reverse, Lucien. It's character development, guys. He's using his arts for good. Are you trying to protect everyone with the voice that once brought pain to yourself and disaster to others? I'm so happy he can sing, man. He can sing. Are you trying to face this catastrophe alone? Alone? No. You're here with me. Hold your scepter steady, Tragodia. From the moment I rose from that river and walked back to your side, from the moment I returned to the troop and stood before you once again, I've only ever had one motivation. At the climax of every tragedy, there's always a fierce, cathartic battle, be inside a palace, atop a tower, or beneath this ever-shifting sky. The smile is so beautiful. He looks so hot. My mom's in the other room, so I can't be too loud, but he's so hot. Oh my gosh. Let us finish this drama where the student kills the teacher. His smile. It smile's piercing my heart. Ah! My favorite student, my best actor. Everything that is headed for destruction shall serve as your backdrop. I'm so glad you can enjoy this moment. Even I can't help but be swept away in it. I've forgotten all other matters. Ooh. Or he's a bard because he heals me too, you know? He's everything. But you should know that killing a long-lived is meaningless. Too bad, we're gonna make it happen, guys. You just told me that I found an interesting angle. But it is not interesting. Far from it. Oh, the peak cinema, guys. You aren't a thin-skinned artist. You've just been left with no other choice. It's not us who need to die, not the audience, not the common folk bound by the laws of ordinary reality. It is you, Tragodia. You've walked through history. You've founded the troupe. You've created dreams from darkness. You've fed both me and Shalem with despair. You've drawn in lost souls one after another and lashed actor after actor. You taught us how to feel pain, to learn evil, to be stained with blood, to sing of destruction. You taught us to dress for the stage, to wear a mask in life, to believe in what you called rebirth. You built the story and drew in the audience. You chose that Lateran cardinal, that Gaulish general, the white flower, blade dance, shadow, Dalton, Shelley, Moira. You've chosen a million Lucians with which to bring about death. You exhausted its form, crafted its style, and perfected its meaning. Because it's also far away from you. He's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. So far away. Long-lived death is the one shore you will never reach. Director, death is the one performance you could never take part in. Tragodia, death is the one art you will never embody. All your aesthetics, your insights, your experiences, everything you pushed us to pursue has been nothing for you in the end. I once thought this brought you joy, but your sorrow has always outweighed your sense of accomplishment. If you yourself are the theater, then your very existence is a paradox. The ending is nigh, isn't it? Oh, he's so beautiful. Do you feel resentful or helpless? Do you find this funny or confusing? Or have you simply ignored it? Have you never felt the same pain that I have? Oh. Tragodia is uncharacteristically silent, his eyes fixated on the face in front of him that is lost in emotion. Lucien shouts loudly. The raging storm does not even distort his voice in the slightest. He sings and chants while the originium crystals creep visibly along his neck. Does it hurt, child? Yes, of course it hurts. If you keep using your arts without restraint, it will kill you, child. No. Are you jealous? Perhaps, but your performance is really moving. Lucien responds to Tragodia with even greater fervor. His surging emotions give him newfound strength, and at last he seizes the upper hand in their clash. In an instant, he plunges the scepter into Tragodia's torso. Dang, that's a lot of strength. That scepter doesn't look very sharp. It looks kind of blunt. Oh! He used that side. That's smart. Pain is my blade, and at last I have driven it into the one who caused my pain in the first place. You. Oh my gosh. Whoa. The curtain must fall on every performance. Cycles will not help shape our so-called destiny. Child, I've just gained new inspiration. The story deserves to be continued. Oh my gosh. The plate beneath their feet is swaying and shaking, but starting to stabilize. People start to poke their heads out from the ruins and look at the receding disaster. They can hardly believe the catastrophe they just had experienced. Hundreds of broken masts drop to the ground as Tragodia slowly falls to his feet. Lucien is sure that he has pierced Tragodia's heart and completed his grand, murderous drama. However, he also notices a change in himself. My boy's a magical girl, everyone. These clothes, the scepter, the pinecone became mini. It's a mini pinecone now. A mini bush. Have you given me a new ad-libbing? The silver-white hem of his robe flutters in the wind, brushed by grains of sand, yet spotless as ever. Lucien silently studies the elegant garment. It is flamboyant and exquisite and fits him perfectly, as if it had been tailored just for him. He could walk into any festival or onto any stage on it, and it would suit him perfectly. Oh my gosh, he's a magical girl, everyone. Slay. It is as if this is the catastrophe's gifts to him, his reward for slaying his teacher. Sorry, I should be serious. The theme of this murder was clearly betrayal, yet at the last moment, it became a passing of the torch? Lucien is silent. The fallen Tragodia has disappeared. Where he once lay, there's only his blood and his mask. The dark red carpet extends upward along the steps without end. Bye, Brian. This is the path he was meant to walk, and it is now free of obstacles. These thoughts spring to Lucien's mind from nowhere. Oh my gosh, so creepy. Bad news, Phantom's immortal now? Don't worry. It's okay. If it's like, if I have like a Doxona, you know? Isn't Doctor technically immortal? I think. Or at least they live for a really long time. So it's okay, we can live together. So he climbs the stairs without lowering his head or looking back. Just then, he hears Tragodia's voice. Lucien, you are the finest actor in the land. You have owned your craft well, and you have used your powers of reason to grab hold the mask of emotions. You know well my origins, so it should be clear to you that you have not ended me by merely killing me. You shouldn't pin your hopes on a scene that was once performed in an ancient castle. Or is it that you are certain I would think this way, make this choice? It's also interesting. Oh, he's so beautiful. Maybe you're right. Death is the one shore I will never reach, the one performance I can never partake in, the one art I can never embody. Weeds walk their own path, through tears, falsehoods, and riddles. He leaves a bed of withered flowers. He writes his epitaph into the stirring dust, waiting for the day when he gazes upon it. Ah, so good. Does this mean that Lucien has like a voice in his head like Ebenholtz does now? Death or destruction is the greatest gift you could ever give your teacher. But have you considered that what you now reject and what I've left behind is only one of theater's countless possibilities? One of the many ways beauty can be defined? And therefore, that what you've just killed was but one of my thousands of existences? Oh dear. Yeah, and Tallulah, oops. Go on. Life rushes by, but the theater endures. The theater will never perish, and aesthetics will always change. So therefore, I will always stand at the pinnacle of everything. Oh my gosh, Musha! Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I didn't expect that. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much, Musha. Okay, let's keep reading. The theater cannot be killed. I can only redefine it, replace one theater with another, overthrow old aesthetics with new. I can become the new one. The new you? If that is the only possible fate for the two of us, then I accept it. Oh my gosh. You see, Lucien? Once again, we've entered into a tactic agreement. Oh my gosh, well, Shalem's gonna have a heart attack when we come back. Continue forward, climb to the highest point on that stage. You shall wear the crown of performance. You shall wield the scepter of inspiration. You shall wear the years of performing and being performed. This process will only add to your pain, but you must accept it. Child, you shall walk from here with both my blessing and my curse. Oh no. He's definitely ageless now? Uh-oh. I fulfilled my promise to you when we first met. I will never be an obstacle to you, or an obstacle to theater. This is my final gift to you. How much further can you walk? What other answers can you come to? Tragodia. Holy, that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. Lucien does not answer, and the sound finally stops. He stands at the top of the stairs. The storm is far away now, and blood trails behind him. He loves this desolate scene. He loves the unformed arch in his body, and he stretches out all his pain. Then the new Tragodia sings his song. That was peak, guys. That's so peak. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see. Okay. So Lucien is not... It's just a vessel? But Tragodia is just like sitting there. Man, I wonder if that means Lucien can get possessed though. The curse shall never follow. I'm kind of nervous for Lucien though. Will he be okay? Will he be okay, Carnage, you think? Oh dear, jail. Is Moira here? Columbia, Rankwood outskirts. Molly, you've lost so much weight. I did spend 2 whole months in bed. I went looking for you once the plate stopped. When I saw medics carrying you out all covered in blood, and you weren't moving, I thought you were dead. Oh. She's alive. She's alive. It's fine. It's okay. She can live. His singing voice is terrifying. You don't deserve to hear that voice. But he only wanted to stop me. He didn't want to kill me. He can control his song now. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. He definitely wasn't coincidence, and that he bumped into Greta at the auction. Like she said, he had another motive to join the film crew. And what was that? He was looking for something that exists. Something that's always with us, even though we know nothing about it. Okay, I knew he was a mysterious dude, but now I'm even more confused. But forget about him. No space on that. Yosar, proofread better. I'm sorry for taking so long to come see you. Mostly because they make it a real pain to file a visitation application for this place. I know, Tippy. But I used you and caused others to misunderstand you. Lucien was right. I was ignoring the truth in my hands. In my final moments of madness, I didn't even think of you. Listen to me, Molly. No matter what you went through, no matter what your goal, you hurt the people who were by your side practically 24/7. You're a criminal, and I won't ever forgive you for that. But that doesn't mean I can't also miss the times we would crash on the sofa and watch horror flicks, just the two of us. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that, like, real? Yeah. When I was stuck in bed, my wounds hurt so bad I couldn't sleep. I kept recalling everything that happened. A whole night would pass, but only my pain was real. Honestly, it doesn't matter how absurd a story gets, or if we're all puppets of fate or whatever. It's not like I ever had a choice. If only I'd focused on the movies we were watching, instead of thinking about the truth I thought was real. Hatred, madness, blood, and puppets. I'm sorry, Tippy. If I'd met you earlier, maybe you wouldn't have even needed Laura. Aww. The final day of your trial's in 2 days, right? I talked to a few lawyers, and it seems like... Oh, don't let my ending bother you. The warden's nice here. He let me stay in the prison's logistics department during these last few days to make stuff the prisoners can use. I'm not living like I was before, merely waiting in vain for the finale. Good, good. You're almost out of visiting time, so let's talk about happier stuff. What happened to the movie we all shot together? Happier times. Okay, perfect. Lucien's ageless. Now I'm just gonna find an ageless to make me into an ageless. Wow, everyone's here already. Sorry I'm late. Nervous, Steven? A bit. Relax. We shot that ridiculous finale, and then it went to editing, color grading, and music production. Everyone did their best to complete production only 2 months. I'm glad we agreed on the title change, Steven. I should be thanking you again for your final performance inside the catastrophe. Otherwise, deleting those 3 words would have been nothing but pretentious navel-gazing. Lady Dupont is by no means as attention-grabbing as the death of Lady Dupont, but let Greta worry about the marketing. There's no doubt in my mind that our new title suits the story the best. Yeah! Right, I'll handle it. Wait, guys, is the Doctor immortal? Doctor's been living for a really long time, you know? So I'm just asking for science so I can put like a self-insert, you know? I'll get Lady Dupont to theaters, then visit a police station to do what I have to do. I guess she really is gonna turn herself in. Pinch me. I'm not seeing things, am I? Pinch you? Just snap your shut already. This is guaranteed to go on the front page tomorrow. How did the niche AGFF attract such a distinguished guest? How much did the organizers spend? How many years has it been since Marianne Blake showed up in Rankwood? Marianne! Oh my gosh. Yara, hi. Grandma Yara. Grandma? Grandma Yara. Huh? It's been a while, Tip. Who's the father? Wait, what's the bloodline? And it calls it in the other timelines the Doctor will die eventually. Oh, I see. Aw, rip. Alright. Heck, confirmed! Alright, guys, we gotta, next plan, we gotta just find a way to become ageless with him, you know? Judging by your outfit, let me guess what your role was. Script supervisor, prop master, stunt woman, or some kind of future city warrior? Background painter, of course. I've been in this crew for half a year and was even selected to join the Rankwood studio plate restoration project last week. The plate our crew rented totally got wrecked by the catastrophe, so the boss put me in charge of design work once it's rebuilt, and I've been like, so busy. I see you finally figured out what you want to do. I told you before, didn't I? I love movies, every last part of them. And now I finally found out what my favorite part is. So you don't plan on going back? I think you should keep shielding me from the old man. Ooh, what is this lore here? Tip, your grandfather may be an old friend of mine who used to be my finest partner in the industry. Grandfather? What's this family tree here? But that doesn't mean he'll let me tell him how to raise his grandkids. Just tell him this the next time you have tea with him. We're all retired, aren't we, old chap? Why waste our time worrying about the little things? I know Tip doesn't use any of your contacts, nor did she follow your plans to become a historical film director, but isn't she living it up in Rankwood? Who knows? Half the backdrops in town might be spray painted by your granddaughter one day. All right, I record all that. I'll play for him next time we meet. Aw, Grandma Yara. Fine, but I might not have the time to see your grandpa next time I'm in Colombia. Oh yeah, didn't you go all the way to Rimbillion for some fresh air? Do you come back for Ryan lab stuff? That's too many questions, Tip. Once the screening's done, I'll have to head over to Max DC to see the Vice President. So at least let me have a chat with an old friend, will you? Long time no see, Marianne. Just call me Yara. After so many years away from the silver screen, Marianne sounds like a stranger's name to me. Either way, I have to thank you, Yara. I'm sure you know that given my current reputation, I don't have much of an influence in the industry anymore. So without your help, the AGFF would have never allowed Lady Dupont as a late submission. It was my pleasure. Though, I must say, I have no idea that Tippy was actually... I would have helped you, with or without her. I just watched the part with the catastrophe, and it felt like it'd be such a pity for the audience to miss out on the actress's performance. So I thought I'd do an old friend a favor. Oh, yeah, Marianne didn't actually die, yeah. But even if Lady Dupont gets free marketing at AGFF, that doesn't always translate into box office numbers. Melanie, you know better than I that if Rankwood were a person, he would be the most forgetful and least tolerant person there is. It's no guarantee that he'd accept a lover running back into his arms. Besides, you did destroy an entire plate. Even if the film's a smash hit, you might not make enough to pay for the damages. Uh-oh. At least I did it, and I have no regrets. Yeah, Laura's the one who died. Yeah, Laura was the one who died. But rather than mulling over all that, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead. When you encountered a catastrophe while shooting the eternally shining star, the camera also caught you as the storm nearly missed you. Was it just an accident, like you said at the press conference, or did you also move towards it of your own will? Is the answer to that still important to you, even now? Huh. No. It sure is hard to say if I really did beat you in the end. The splendidly dressed female lead laughs heartedly before every camera in that room, though she does not even know that what she is laughing at. After a long time, she opens her arms at her former rival, the genius she always thought she would never catch up to, the one she always exchanged polite greetings with on camera, for a hug, and is returned in kind. Let's hit in. Theater. Huggies, yes. Melanie Rutherford as Lady Dupont. Michael as the three Rockefellers. Dalton as Sir Dupont. Okay, I do not need it. Let's speed this up. Yeah, I don't need to see this. It's fine. Come on. Okay, no, we see his name though. Lucien. I do not need to see 3 dots on the screen. Like, where if I speed up, I'm gonna miss something. Producer, Greta Stone. Director, Stephen Way. Coordinator, Shelley. Yes. Skip that. Skip. Blah, blah, blah. Leo, Marianne, Moira. Haunted. Ooh. My love. It's over? Yep. Thoughts on the film? I heard about what happened behind the scenes. The murders, the catastrophe, even the project management was a mess. So before I sat down to watch it, I thought the film couldn't possibly live up to all that, but an absurd noble's marriage breakdown ending with a catastrophe, the plot twist made sense, but so many of the characters were just bizarre. It's hard to say if it was a good or bad, but it's a lot to chew on. Same, to be honest. Story aside, the production was pretty controversial. Like, cinematography is inconsistent at times. You don't say. The first part was shot meticulously, like a serious historical drama, but then it becomes... Oh, wait, one second. I got a phone from my mom. One second. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I have 18 minutes to finish this. Can I finish this in 18 minutes? I think we're almost done, right? Okay, it's definitely going to be polarizing. The fans will rate it highly, while the haters are going to hate it. But that's what makes it interesting, isn't it? Perfect, almost done, perfect. Rankwood's been getting more and more boring over the years, and that goes for AGFF films too. But this one, I'd buy a ticket to Lady Dupont. Let's see what the director and cast have to say during the post-screening roundtable. Oh yeah, I heard that unlucky-looking gal in the front worked on it too. Haunted. Oh boy, my luck is awful. After a month of applications, I finally landed a spot as their last stagehand. But then all of that happened the moment I arrived on set. I lost so much sleep after running into those corpses. And if that weren't for the insomnia, I wouldn't have kicked the wall with my mind all messed up and broken my leg when I was trying to follow everyone down to safety when the catastrophe came near. And if I didn't break my leg, I wouldn't have missed my bus and missed the first half of the screening. Oh my gosh. The unlucky stagehand mutters to herself as the credits roll. She recalls her experience and cannot help feel sorrowful about it all. Hot and yay. Upgrade. Even the images on the screen feel strange to her. The familiar faces and scenes have all been assembled in a way she can understand. just like her topsy-turvy life. Just then, she spots a name at the end of the credits. Stage department, Houghton. No matter how the hand of fate may change, it'll eventually leave a line, a truth you believe in. Hehe. Wait, how many more minutes do I have, guys? Playwright, Shalem. It's over. Aren't you taking part in the post-screening roundtable? I'm not with them. Besides, the two of you are here. True enough. Yes, it was wonderful. Be it the film itself or otherwise. Lucien. Why are you so far away, Shalem? That's so sad. Come closer. Is he dead for good this time? Or is he still alive somehow? I'd have to think about that. But all you need to know, Shalem, is that you won't have to worry about shadows from the past invading your dreams, even when you're on Rhodes Island, ever again. And Playwright, you may write your scripts as you wish, about any topic, in any style. The Crimson Troop is no more. You too are free. Oh, and you? You just said you'd have to think about its ending, which means you're stuck on the path, correct? Drama never dies. So is the one sitting beside me right now no longer Blood Diamond, but Tragodia? It sounds like you've paid a heavy price, Lucien. I wouldn't say so. If our previous attempts at escape or revenge were just scripts for us to follow, then now we can finally step into the future. I will travel again, sing and perform again, until I'm certain that what I create manages to match my joy and pain. It could be a new troupe, or a new preposition, new adventures or new stories, or a more dazzling tomorrow, a more tragic truth. Hey Shalem, we're all buddies here. Would you like to lend him a hand? Lucien, are you sure about this? Of course. Those who've lost themselves in their haste, their aesthetics who've closed off their senses in themselves, the lay people who trudge through both highs and lows, and creatures who chew on their pain. This land has never lacked for actors. Oh my gosh, he's so beautiful! So I welcome you both to join the troupe. Nah man, let's not do a troupe, man. Let's make a film studio. New clothes, yeah, he did. That was so peak. Oh my gosh, that was so peak. Holy. I didn't expect, like, I knew the story would be like good, but that was like mind-blowing good. I love that. I really enjoyed that. Yay, that's that. And now I can get cat pots. Yes, let's hurry up before I get inevitably kicked out. But yeah, oh no. Never mind. I don't have enough cat pots. It's fine. But how did you guys enjoy the story? Let's do 5 minutes to just like wrap it up, guys. 5 minutes, let's go. How do you guys enjoy the story? I never really do read aloud streams, so I was really nervous about doing this. I was like, oh my gosh, what if I bore people? What if no one wants to read the story with me? But we did it. That was so amazing. I'm so glad I decided not to really super spoil myself on the story and going in blind. Spend my pots tomorrow. Oh, potions. Yes, I will. I will. Oh man, I'm so excited to see what happens. I'm not gonna make content at Enfield unless Tragodia or Lucien's there. If Lucien's there, I'll break my promise. I'll make content on Enfield. But you knew nothing on the boy Lucien besides some things, and not gonna lie, you didn't know his game was like that. It's so good. Rook, you gotta go read the manga right now. You gotta read the manga. Read the IS story, read all of his operator records, read all of his files too, everything. Got this. So good. Good story. Kind of needed to know some of the old fandom lore to get most of it exactly. That's why I love it. Do you see this line, by the way, when he says, "A ship, a sea of flowers, and us. Is that all you want?" Yes, it is. Yes, it's all I want. Anyways, I'm gonna commission some people to draw some Tragodia X Uriel art, by the way. I will let this unhinged stuff go a bit longer, but then after a while, we're gonna make it more wholesome, okay guys? I'm gonna be unhinged for a bit more, but now that he's in my pocket, he's in my hands, we will start the wholesome stuff later, okay guys? Alright. Then I am a head off. Thank you for becoming a fan. I hope all of you guys are going to be a fan. So, are you ready, guys? Bye bye. See you next time. Have a great night.